Hey, just testing something, guys. Music coming back in a second. Uh, I think that background noise is on your end. Oh no, that is on my end. Okay, we're going back to music. Hey, hey, party people! Hey, hey, party people! You did not hear our last intro, so we're gonna try it one more time. I am Passer 2300 here with my partner, KingofBlades.
Good evening, everyone. We ready to go? It is the ESL Diamond Masters Cup.
Yeah, he's the hype guy, I'm the other guy. We got our first game. It's gonna be Sludge versus Zeke. And we're just going to wait for them to get us into the party or the game, whichever one.
Oh man, do we know what matchup it is tonight?
Let me check these two out. Sludge is a... Ignore the Skype IMs, guys. I can't fix that yet, but...
You can.
Yeah, I know, but I'm lazy, is what I'm trying to say here. But we got a Zerg for out of Sludge and this Zeke fellow, if I can find him. I mean, technically I could go to a website and look him up, but again, the laziness is gonna work against us somewhat. Actually, he just invited us to a party.
Almost.
See here, he is.
Still waiting on the invite.
Okay. He's a Zerg too. These guys got a lot of games this season. This should be awesome. So it's going to be a ZVZ, your realm of responsibility.
Yeah. We saw a lot of ZVZ today in WCS. Group D, I believe, was nothing but ZVZ today. One Stardust advance. So, well, those of you who couldn't get enough of that action, we're probably going to see some more today.
Yeah, usually with these things it comes in, but hang on, let me fix this. Coming in. Mute all the sounds. Save that. Okay, so you should no longer be bothered by Skype people. Still here in the party.
Are we already in the round of 8?
Are we?
The best of 3 for Diamond Masters.
Should be in the round of 8 then, I believe. Unless they changed it so that
yeah, round of 16.
Okay, so we get 3 good games out of these guys. Let's see here. Trying to get this all. So yeah, if you guys keep seeing the screen flash from one screen to the other, I have like that. I literally have no control over. That is my scene switcher. It goes whenever I'm out of game and in game. So if there's any problems with that, please let me know. I'm just trying to get all this set up so that we just get into the game and just cast.
I'm still waiting on the invite.
Oh, well, it says it invited you.
I do not.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yes, there we go. Now I am here.
Yes, he is. Okay, so we don't know the veto order yet. I don't think they have vetoed. Have you guys vetoed yet?
This is ZVC today, so that kind of makes me wonder, there's not a lot of maps that would really veto out, so it really should come down to preference here today. I imagine, though, both players want to get rid of Inferno.
Yeah.
Cactus Valley.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess they're gonna go with the 4-player maps first, then maybe Coda. I think.
I would imagine, yeah, Coda you can get rid of. If it's Roach v. Roach Wars, one player favors mutants, then I would get rid of Expedition. No, not Expedition. You really wouldn't have to get rid of any of these if you're a mutant player.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what they choose.
But it's definitely the 4-player maps are all gone. I mean, Inferno's too much of a possibility of a rush. Inferno and Iron Fortress, you could either have a rush fest if you're horizontal or vertical positioning, or a big macro game if it's cross. Whereas Cactus Valley, outside of the middle and some areas near the thirds, there's very little possibility of getting a good concave in. It relies very heavily on flanks and lean run-bys, and some players just aren't comfortable with that.
That's right. So, honestly, the one problem with ZVZ is that we're probably going to see the Roach Wars. That's not going to be a problem because those are good. Because this is the highest level of play, guys. This is the Master Leagues. It may not be WCS, but we don't care. This is as good as you're going to get after WCS right now. It's the best of the best.
And the question, and like we said, we just got rid of the veto. The question is, do we think one player's going to win? It's always an impact, and it's a crucial thing to that. But it's so rarely used how it scores, but that's what I'm wondering. We're going to see. I haven't personally got either of these two players, so
I've never seen it.
May ensue, or they may not ensue.
Well, if one player goes down for the first game, the other may decide to go crazy. I love it when that happens. That is
Echo first.
Echo? Okay.
Echo! Oh. I'm sorry, people. I get to lose when I don't eat dinner. I have yet to eat dinner, so we're going to have a very interesting cast today.
It's alright. I haven't had breakfast yet.
Where do you live?
I'm in Japan right now for the summer.
Well met. Okay.
Yeah, I'm an hour behind Bloodwraith.
Alright, well met. That's all I gotta say is well met. We do have some slight problems. I mean, I can fight Sludge.
Yeah, you can.
I don't feel like. I mean, okay. I guess I'm ready. I guess I am. I will play. Oh wait, no, they switched me. Oh.
Ready.
Disappointed. Make us ref.
Yeah, at least ref me, because I'm the admin in this tournament.
Chat says your screen's a little small with all the game stuff. You got your ESL at Skill NA. Is your scene gonna switch over once we get in and it'll be fine, I'm assuming?
Yes, it should. So don't worry about that, guys. That's just our out of game thing. Usually I have a cheeseburger to get you guys to laugh, but that's not working today. Screw Steam. Yeah, you can find those in the VODs too if you want to check those out. That's pretty funny. But
good. I still haven't eaten, so I'd rather not.
Whoa, you just blew up right there.
I blew up?
Yeah, you just got really loud for a second, but don't worry, it's fixed now.
Oh wow, Skype is the same with me. Skype is such a lovely thing today.
Love Skype. It's the best thing. If you guys haven't used Skype, please don't.
Do we have a Nightbot in the chat, guy? I nominate that we ban Nightbot here in the chat. Can we do that here in this chat? I know we can do it in mine.
I haven't set that up. I'll do that after the game, though.
It's always Nightbot's fault, people. Hashtag ban Nightbot.
But we are now loading into the game number 1 of this best of 3 tournament. So spawning down here in the bottom position, representing no one but himself, it is Sludge.
And spawning at the top left corner, representing, oh man, I don't know how to pronounce his clan name. It's RFL LOLs. It's Artil Zerg Ziki Beaver. Oh man, that clan name, I gotta figure out what that is. I really need to know.
Yeah, that is an awesome clan name.
Oh man, I mean, I'm trying to think. Real freaking living, really freaking laughing out loud. Zerglings.
I think they just forgot how to spell raffle and just decided to go with the closest thing they could think of, which it works. It gets the point across. Maybe.
Let's talk about this for a quick moment. We are on Echo and ZVZ, so I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw one of these players open up pool first. 15 pool, 15 hatch, 15 gas, or maybe gas before hatch, depending on how aggressive they want to be. But just if they want to be safe, I'd be shocked if one player wanted to cheese, or actually past that point where cheese is going to happen. So we'll see the hatch first.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that one player at least is gonna go pool first. In a ZVZ, as you know, the units get out really quickly, and it is going to be link. What do you call those things? Pool first.
Pool first for Ziki Beaver. Meanwhile, gas into pool for Sludge.
That's going to give him a bit of an advantage here in these Ling Wars. He's going to have his speed out a lot quicker because no gas has started for Beaver.
Actually, Ziki Beaver playing this stuff even a little longer. You went 15 pool, 16 hatch. It felt a little bit wrong there. I mean, yes, he's got that extra drone, but the queens won't line up as well as they would. I mean, 15-15, the queen will finish her queen will finish just the hatchery finishes, so you'll be able to start your second and third. Whereas if you do 16 hatch, it's going to be a bit of a delay, and that just doesn't seem like it'll go quite as quick.
Yep, and both players going for standard.
Already. His speed is significantly further ahead. I mean, Gas isn't even done yet.
Oh, I think, hang on, let me get this.
Speed is actually now 30. So it's significantly ahead. It's going to be a minute. That's going to be a huge advantage to our purple zone. Meanwhile, his hatch is a little bit behind our Geo's only by about 10 seconds, and Sludge is also being a little bit more aggressive with servants, getting 4 out. The 2 that are on the way for Zeke Beaver. Things are going to be out, so they won't be able to deny the scouting, but they will be able to prevent any drone loss. Hopefully.
Yeah, Sludge going for a bit of aggression here, going to try and get a couple of drones with this, I feel.
Berkeley's are meant to go in and scout. They denied, but there's not much to see.
Yeah, but yeah, he's making a lot of lings. He's cutting drone production, so he is going to be aggressive here. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening for the last couple of minutes. That it was a bit broken on my screen, so I had to go fix that. But yeah, he's got a lot of Zerglings, so he's going to be able to defend. But on the other side of the map, Beaver has to match him. Otherwise, there's going to be problems.
I mean, the big problem right now is you're looking at it'll be speedlings versus slowlings. I mean, Baneling Nest is on the way for Zeke Beaver, so he'll have that going. But it's still going to be about a minute's worth of time when Sludge will have that full map control and can literally do whatever he wants. He's got 8 more lings joining the already impressive amount of 18. It'll be 26 lings out total, actually almost 40 now. And again, it's slow lings in between. They are moving in position to block the ramp, so the natural is going to be forfeited. Actually, a drone got moved, so there might be a gap. It's going to be really bad if there is a gap. The lings are actually out of position. They do get decent concave. There's a few in the back. They're not getting that great. And Ziggy Beaver's abusing it as best he can, but everything's getting thrown. There are no transfusions. The first queen is fallen. Bailing that's still not done. More lings are flooding, and they are trapped.
If he holds this, he's going to be in a world of good behavior here. I don't know what that means either, but there's no gas on the other side for Sludge, so his Baneling Nest isn't going to be there for a very long time. So Beaver, by holding that off, just takes a commanding lead here because his speed is done and he has the Baneling Nest. So Sludge is going to have to go towards his micro. Both players a bit supply blocked as well for a couple seconds there.
Well, we're going to have to it's going to depend on what's going to happen after the Overwatch, but Sludge is taking a risk. He droned up a little bit after his aggression failed. At ZVZ, once your aggression fails, there's always that big risk of a counter, especially since he knows his opponent's got Bailings. Now, Zeke Beaver doesn't know that Sludge is going gasless right now, and he's still trying to build up his gas bank and droning. But he could be really aggressive, and he could just outright win right now. Instead, it does look like he wants to get a few more links before being aggressive.
Yeah. Beaver takes a supply lead for a couple seconds there with his drones, but now Sludge gets a couple more drones. It looks like he may want to go for a third. It looked like he was posturing toward for a couple seconds there, but he's going to wall off his front with an Evo chambers, so he knows this aggression is coming.
That's all you need. And in fact, the only thing that can attack right now is the queens, so the spines are being focused down, and once those queens break through, there will be trouble. There is no concave going in either player's favor quite yet. In fact, Zeke Beaver's got some link not even attacking. Same with Sludge.
Yeah, this
However, Bailings are always a possibility. A couple drones are being pulled off the line right now, and they're going to get picked off.
Yeah.
Here comes the Bailings. This is a GG right here.
Yeah, Beaver just takes this game so convincingly with that hold, with that concave that wasn't really there, but GG to Beaver. He takes game number 1, and I'm glad that game went pretty quickly. It shows that both players want to be aggressive. Those are the best kind of ZVZs, where both players are aggressive.
And there, alright, sorry, I now have the, what is this? I don't know what this is. I originally asked for brackets, and I didn't get brackets. I got a link to one of Elvis videos.
Did you?
Oh yeah, this guy's having a little too much fun at WCS, guys.
Yeah, I haven't changed a lot of my commands. Element saying I need saving. It's giving me Skype messages.
Yes.
Yeah, Element, he is having fun, but you know what? It's Toronto, it's Canada, anything goes up there.
Those crazy Canadians.
Oh, Canadians. And I actually found out the other day, my mom's trying to give me chicken tenders.
Ooh, chicken tenders.
But I found out the other day that...
Breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. But I found out the other day that I'm like 2 hours from Element across the border at my college. So, Element, if you're out there, man, we got to get some drinks sometime.
No drinking and driving. We do not endorse drinking and driving.
Yeah, don't drink and drive. Get a taxi. I could also give you a lot of tips about what to do, where Element is, but don't. No, this is a PG-13 stream.
Is it? It doesn't sound like it is. We're apparently promoting drugs and alcohol.
You're the one promoting drugs.
I did not endorse anything. You know, you said we could go drink. You know,
yeah. Okay. So just forget everything you hear on this stream. Do not show your parents the VODs of this, at least. But while we're talking about things that are illegal, representing Ian himself down in the bottom corner, this is a bad intro, but let's go with it. It is Sludge.
And spawning once again at the top left corner of the map, it's our Teal Zerg still representing. I forgot to check what that clan name is. It's Zeke Beaver. One of these days I shall figure it out. Today's not that day, however.
Yeah, so we can talk about the game or we can go off on our tangent. I don't think anyone wants us to continue our tangent, so let's go with the game.
I mean, we're now in Coda, and it's a lot riskier to go for these big wing Bane pushes. Because yes, like normal, there's overlords out in Map Scout, but there's also that watchtower in the main attack route, which early on is just going to be used. You're wasting too much time going for the side attack pass. So if your opponent's controlling that watchtower, he's gonna see you coming literally a mile away, and that's not plenty of time to get spines up and such if necessary, but it is enough time to go, okay, he's coming, make Banelinks if I have the ability to get everything in position, just be ready for it.
Yeah, and at the same time, both attack ramps, you have to go up ramp for the main attack ramp, and the side attacks, you always have to go up that ramp. I don't know if you guys saw earlier today, but Jadong, he had one Baneling over here, and Betrayus tried to go up this ramp with a lot of Zerglings. One Baneling took that all out because they did not have that high ground vision. That's something you got to keep in mind for these ZVZs on this map, and I really hope to see that happen.
We're seeing cool first coming out of Sludge, and Zeke Beam is actually going with Hatch first, so a little bit of a switch here on this game, but there's almost no difference in here. I mean, economically speaking, it favors Hatch first very slightly, even though the blue first gets the screen out faster, but it's almost minute. Almost.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much stuff comes out almost the same time, like you just said, and it favors, if this game goes into a longer game, Beaver, as long as he can get that drone count. Both players are staying even on the drone count, but so far the drone count doesn't mean too much, but Zeke Beaver just trying to go crazy with his APM. Both players trying to spike. And other than that, we got some gas out for Sludge, and we got some gas out for Beaver, so both players want to be a little bit more aggressive than last game, it looks like.
Now the question is Sludge going to be aggressive again? Last time he tried being really aggressive, that got denied, and then he got hard countered. Now it was a slight mistake on his part by droning up a force and playing that into that passive Zerg style, getting a double Evo, Roach War, and Spine Wall. He played very risky, and that makes you wonder, is he going to just play that passive style straight off the bat, or is he going to just be really aggressive? Then we are seeing a slight difference right now. Zeke Beaver's got that 2 lanes going into scout, whereas Sludge has got 4. Now what does this mean? With a Baneling that's before speed, I believe. It's before speed, so he's taking a big risk here. I mean, normally, yes, Lean Bane beats just Lings, but these are slow Lings now against speed Lings. What Zeke Beaver can do is get some spines if he scouts them up to be ready for it, and then just use his speed Lings to dodge Sludge's army and go for counterattacks while holding off his own attacks.
Well, he sees the 4. He doesn't see these other 2, so he's not really scouted anything yet. He just needs to scout it before it's too late. We have speed not done. He's actually not going for speed either. He doesn't have the gas for it. Well, he does have the gas for it. I'm a liar today, guys. Don't worry about it.
That's that into Baneling.
So if go ahead. I lost my train.
Now he's doing defensive baiting, which it's interesting. I mean, it does abuse the fact that he's skipping speed. He's gonna have the baiting with defensive range, and it's not so risky. Whereas if you're offensive, we got a very fast player, which indicates to me Sludge wants to defend as he goes into a two-base Muta.
Oh, I love two-base Muta, except when I'm playing it. This is a really good choice, I feel, because if you saw last time, neither player got that Roach Warren early, and Roaches are the real hard counter to Mutas. They don't shoot up, but they do a lot of damage.
If the Mutas are in full numbers, I would say a huge lead swell from Big Beaver across the map, and Sludge has seen this coming. He has a few bailings, but they're not in position, and Sneaky Beaver's just going to be able to sneak in. He just has to touch the bailings.
Oh, this is the Micro Wars, guys. Oh! Oh my gosh. Those were some big hits. 18 Zerglings just died there. You can't waste the... Oh. Yeah, they're wasting the shots on those few links, but here we go with the drones. The drones, oh my gosh. How many drones just died? 6 drones were killed there. And Beaver's just going to keep bringing lings across the map. I think Sludge has held this. He does not have the drone advantage.
He's trying to get that double Evo chamber in the gross one. Find Bailing here. Find Bailing will easily allow him to hold the buck. Get a queen in that gap so that way he can survive it. He's playing a little sloppy in all honesty.
Yeah, but so far there aren't any Banelings left for Beaver, but he can easily morph those in, so Sludge still in a bit of trouble here, but he does have that high ground advantage with those Banelings. One bad hit and Beaver dies.
They have to be careful. Now what Zeke people do is move the Overlord by the natural a little bit to the right, that way you can see it and go, alright, where's the Baneling?
Oh, one Baneling does shoot one Zergling though. That is a bit of a mistake on Sludge's part.
Now I find this interesting. We saw this Roach Wall coming in with Sludge, but he still goes Spire play. And a lot of the gas is being chewed up into Banelings. I mean, the Spire's going to be about third weight at this point. And he doesn't even have the gas for a single Muta.
Yeah, he still doesn't have his second and his third and fourth extractor. I can't count, but those are really important if you're trying to go for 2-base Muta. You need that gas income. You can't do it on 1 base unless you are a god Korean style.
They can't even do it. Let's not even give him that. I don't think we can. Third base is being grabbed out by Zeke Beaver as he gets his own double Evo chambers. And I believe he had a Roach one finish, and it is. So he's going to go Roaches. And like we said earlier, the Roaches are going to beat the Mutas in small numbers. The trick for Zeke Beaver is to make sure he doesn't lose Overlords or drones as the Mutalist once they start getting larger numbers. Not to make scores, as well as tech and goes into bat with a high risk will hard counter the Mutalist. Yeah,
and has he actually seen... No, he still hasn't seen the main, so he doesn't know this lair. He's finally sending a sacrificial Overlord in to scout. But by then, the Mutas are going to be out. We already have 5 on the way, and behind us, he's just droning up.
I mean, 5 Mutas is not much. I mean, it's annoying to pick off Overlords, but 1, maybe 2 spores in each space is more than enough to keep it holding this Mutas. And if those are lost, then we're going to see Sludge be in real danger. Now, we're seeing 1-1 from that with Zeke. We can try once he sees you're going to try for big 1-1 roach speed timing. He needs to get more roaches though. He actually doesn't have any out. Not that it matters right now, of course.
Yeah, he's not going for more roaches, just more Banelings. That is going to be good against these still slow lings. Sludge has to be careful. Go ahead.
The micro comes in. He's got to be careful. Zeke Beaver's just got to dodge it slowly, going for a big counterattack. His Baneling's going to easily handle this. Meanwhile, where's the Mutalist? This would climb out on the map. And I don't know where they're all. They're gathering in the main base. And Sludge is being forced back. He's got to be careful. These Banelings getting a little close. There. He's taking the aggressive third as well.
Oh, this is not look. Oh my gosh! Sludge is going to be able to clean this up, however, with the Mutalisks. We do have some spores coming down in the main, but the next big attack could break him. He's got Hydralisk coming in. He's got a lot of roaches. Boy. I think... Uh-oh. Oh, it's... Okay, I thought it was me. It's Sludge. So, we're not angry.
Oh, good. It's not me. Woo.
Believe me. Oh, here we go. He may want to pause after... He may want to pause in a second, but no, he's just going to say sorry. It's alright, Sludge. You're good.
Views are going in, beginning carry of Overlord. Once again, 5 views isn't that much.
Especially with the number of these.
So it's going to bring up to 12. That's the number you can use But still not a crazy number. The Mutas are trying to dodge at the screen. But once Tireless are out in about a dozen or so, they should be able to handle these Mutas.
Yeah, he's just sticking to this Ling Bane Muta style as well, but these are still slow Lings. He's going for this big counterattack, but there are already way too many Roaches, and those Hydralisks do some great DPS against Zerglings.
I think what Zeke needs to realize is he's going to take this attack. He needs to make more Banelings of his own. Smaller numbers and be prepared to deal with this. He's got to know he's ahead in terms of being able to predict his opponent, and he's got to know this attack is going to be all in Sludge. It's scary, but if it's seen coming, he will hold it. 13 Banelings on. Like, there are no Banelings for Zeke people, so he's got to be careful of that. Few Baneling shots on the Roaches, and the Hydralisks, there weren't enough quite yet, so the Mutes are going to be able to clean them up.
Yeah, that is a good pickup for Sludge, but at the same time, he's losing all his Zerglings to these Roaches. He can start picking off the Roaches now, but they have +1 Carapace against 0 Mutas, so they're going to be able to take some real hits before they die.
Roach speed is now on the way for Sludge, along with a dozen Roaches, so the Mutas would to get as much pressure as he could in, and maybe he could do some work on our ass, but they weren't that great. Yeah, they reset the Hydra cap. That's essentially the best thing they have done this whole match. Link speed's also on the way out, so he could actually start harassing with those. He's got to keep these Banelings off the He's got to know his opponent's going to be getting a good amount of Hydras and use those Banelings to get a flank on those Hydras. Kill the Hydras and maybe get a few Roaches on the way. But those
the Baneling hits are good, but nothing. It's not enough.
Too much Hydras. We're gonna be a little close to the Hydra DPS is so insane. The Mutes are cleaned up, and there's
what? Alright.
On to the next round.
Awesome 2-0 from Zeke Beaver. We're gonna see him later on in the tournament, I feel. He's gonna go far. He's a diamond. He is the diamond hope right now. I'm calling it just because he's the only one we've seen. But great play out of him. So I really hope to see him again in this tournament. So we gotta wait a couple seconds before we can start typing GGs and all that stuff in the chat, just so we don't spoil anything for you. We'll be right back. We are gonna grab a new game, and we'll see you guys when we get back. Don't know if I should turn music on here.
delay. It seems like most people are either engaged or it's just simply in-game and not casted. But we will get you game as quickly as possible. There's also a drop silver.
We got one.
Okay, there we go. Why did I do this? I should have done this 5 minutes ago.
Well, I don't think they can hear you because I have really loud, awesome-looking music going on in the background. But yeah, guys, we just found one. His name is White Tiger. We're actually gonna invite him to a party. So I'm just gonna make us a sweet little party. You're in the other party. Get out of that other party.
Hate me. No, just kidding. Give me a second.
I will ban you from my chat forever if you do not.
I will ban you from my chat. Who comes Vincent 2's Twitch more often? Well,
touche.
Oh, yeah, see? You gotta plan this out. Haha. We are setting up another match. And once again, we do apologize for the delay, guys. But we're back. Yes, back.
Yeah.
Back again. Yeah. I don't know.
So
I keep forgetting where that's from. Someone's answer me. And thank you for answering me what the ridiculous nonsense of a clan tag that was.
Yeah, that is an awesome clan tag, I gotta say. For those of you guys who haven't seen it.
The clan tag stood for Rabbits Roll Hard, FLC to LOLs. What? I watched WCS casters burn each other today, and that was not nearly as good as that clan tag.
CA.
Oh my god. My favorite little snippet was when the casters were just kind of focused on each other. It's like Apollo, Pig, and who was David Kim, I believe. No, it wasn't David Kim. That was a completely different time. Apollo, Pig. Oh, it's Latan. They all would kind of go like, oh, we all look nice, better than in control. And so they go to in control's like, yeah, well, you know, Kalon's and I may not look as good as you, but Kalon's got more swag than all three of you.
Uh-oh. Well, White Tiger says he doesn't know who his opponent is.
Oh, man.
Oh, crap.
Just we thought we'd get it.
Well, he should have one in a second here. Let me pull up the brackets.
I already have it. I gotta refresh it.
Oh, you're cheating. No, I got it. My computer's just slow today. Rip bad internet.
Apparently, I'm still a little bit quiet, so you might need to equalize your volumes out a little bit better.
Alright, I'm just going to turn you to 100. I'm going to turn myself down to 67. That should do it. Let's hope that does it.
Keep in mind, guys, it's always a growing pain whenever new casters are set up with each other.
Hey.
It's like, alright, you're a bit quiet, I'm a bit loud. Hold on, let's try this. Okay, now I'm a bit quiet.
My chat forever if you do not.
Why is this happening so hard? Plus, let's be honest, I don't know, Pass already mentioned a $5 headset, and I've got a $20 headset. Not exactly the great quality.
Yeah, we're noobs, guys. Just calm down. He's less of a noob, but he's still a noob.
Rethink that. I want you to rethink that hard. We do have Blame Game and Illusion already set up, so we could try and cast them for the quarters.
Blame Game and Illusion?
Yeah.
I tried talking to Illusion, but I can't message him. For some reason.
You can't message him. Why not?
I don't know. It just like I tried to chat with him, but he's not there. It seems like
pop-up happen, be busy. I mean, something stop that.
Okay, let me try and get Illusion. Jordan, Matt. Yo, have you started yet?
Oh, the opponent is in game 3 now.
Game 3. Did they just start?
I'm assuming so, since all I got was a score of 1-1.
Illusion's offline.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Beautiful. Guys, if you guys don't know, these things are always a flurry of people going offline without telling anybody, going online without telling anybody, playing ladder for 20 minutes, then getting banned. So there is a lot that happens in these things. It's not us being lazy. We want to cast somebody, but there's nobody to cast at the second. Just hopefully White Tiger gets done.
I remember, I think it was a month ago, I was solo casting the Gold Platinum, and half hours between everyone the guy we were following was just destroying everyone, and just sitting there waiting for people to catch up to cast, and then everyone catches up. Then everyone completely skips asking me and goes on to the semis. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I was sitting here for the last hour and I could have casted something.
Yeah, we're trying to get you guys content, and these guys are like, no, I just want to play. I don't care about these guys casting me.
6 pool every game, all day, every day.
I wouldn't mind seeing 6 pools all game as long as they get us in there to see them. So hopefully their game gets done in like 2 seconds here. Yep, very low. Sounds like he's casting from the other side of the room. How do you know he's not in the other room?
Well, one, you're in Japan. You're on the other side of the world.
Yeah, so that's why he's so quiet, guys. Don't worry.
No, but seriously, equalize everything, cause.
Yeah, I'm trying. KK, they're done. It's Nuclear Pro. How do I get this guy? Is he in chat?
Oh no, you tell me. I'm conversing with Twitch chat. But once Twitch chat is a very pleasant thing.
Suggested.
And guys, while we're sitting here, don't forget to follow Pastor. He chats. And do you stream your ladder games, or you just kind of sit there?
I sometimes do stuff. It's not that often, but if you follow me, I promise it'll be the funniest, awesomest Twitch chat and everything that you could see. We use words like that all the time.
New words. We invent new words in this Twitch chat. That's what we do.
What's the player number? What's the player number? Because I can't.
If he already suggests, you can just invite him from there.
Oh, can I?
Yeah. You've never been a party leader, have you?
I have. Oh, Noel is already in a party.
Oh, you gotta message him then. He's gotta be messaged to leave the party then.
Okay, invite the party. Let's get him. Chat. Hey, we have your next opponent set up. If you wanna to join our party.
So Nuclear Pro is playing as a Terran, I believe. So we're gonna have a TV. I don't know what White Tiger is. I'm assuming T.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Nuclear Pro to say something. He's in another party waiting.
No, I'm wrong. He's Zerg. So we are gonna have a PV. Sorry, TVZ.
Out. Okay, I think we got him. Yeah, there we go. KK. Vetoes as fast. KK.
You're gonna get the videos out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. Then we'll move on. Slowly but surely.
Okay, so we're gonna get these vetoes out of the way. What maps do you think, other than Inferno pools, are gonna get out of here?
What's the matchup again? I said TVZ, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Good question. Well, Iron Fortress would be a one you could see get rid of. You know, a little bit of tank play is always fun on that. Plus the rush possibilities, same problem as Inferno pools. No, we haven't casted Nuclear Power Zerg style, so I can see Cactus Valley getting vetoed if he's not very big on these huge Ling run-bys.
Yeah, hang on. So guys, is he loud enough yet?
That's a good question. I don't know. Iron Fortress and Inferno pools, I would definitely say are getting vetoed. But I wouldn't know about the others. I don't know what the third one would be. That's very interesting.
Okay, if you aren't loud enough by now, then you're never going to be loud enough ever again.
Oh, really? Really? Well, Matt.
There we go.
Alright,
twitch.tv/passer2300. Alright, so White Tiger saying veto, kids. So Nuclear Pro vetoes Iron Fortress.
Alright. So wait, what are we seeing? Iron Fortress vetoed. I called that one. What was the other one?
Let's see. It said Iron Fortress, White Tiger vetoes. Wait. White Tiger.
Oh, that's the only one that's been vetoed.
Yeah. Nuclear.
Okay, so we should see Inferno be added in.
Oh, this is a TVT.
Is it? I thought someone was TVC.
Yeah, Nuclear. He has a Zerg on his license plate, but he is not a Zerg apparently.
No, I looked at his match history. Did I look at it wrong?
No. Like I'm looking at his statistics. He's got 70 Terran wins and only 2 Zerg wins out of 135.
Oh, that's.
Is he?
What was I looking then? I think I was looking at his opponent then.
Maybe.
All right, so TVT then. That's a lot different. So Iron Fortress we've seen. Inferno Pools, again, Inferno Pools would be it. And I would have to go with Cactus Valley. Yeah, it's a huge map, great for drops, but those choke points are just terrifying for tanks.
We're actually going on Inferno first, it looks like. Maybe.
Oh, wait, my bad. Maybe not.
Wait, I don't know. These guys are so confusing right now.
Wait, are we doing Expedition? Okay, so...
No. He vetoed
Iron Fortress,
and Expedition Lost, and Van Nuys Research Station, and Coda. So those are the maps that are gone. He wants to do...
Oh, so where's the... I don't know. There's so much chat going everything. Okay, Inferno, Echo, Cat... Wow!
Okay.
This is one of the most odd map pools I've seen in this tournament.
Alright, let's get that Game Heart mod on, just so we can.
Inferno, Echo, Cactus. The Echo part isn't that surprising, but Cactus and Inferno? One of these guys has a very clever strategy coming in.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what. It will definitely be interesting, though. I mean, the Inferno, you have to have something coming in that will work no matter what the spawning location is.
Okay, so Nuclear Pro selects Echo second, so we're good.
Inferno, Echo, Cactus. Alright.
Creating now.
This is very interesting. You don't normally see this be the one map that's always vetoed.
Yeah, it's surprising.
People just aren't comfortable with it.
Yeah, I mean, I know I hate it, especially in a TVT. There's just so many angles where you can get really weird drops, really weird stuff going on. You got that island base.
It's not so much that, it's more also the fact that in the vertical and horizontal positions, you have some of the shortest rush distance in the current map pool. And if it's cross, it's one of the I think it is the largest running distance. So, you just don't know what you're going to be dealing with when you go in. Are you going to be facing a rush play? Are you going to be facing that long macro? You just don't know. And players don't like dealing with that. Most players like going...
It's not
players like...
go ahead.
You lied to me. It is a TVZ.
I didn't know. I'm not paying attention. I'm a caster, not a pay attentioner.
You're admin too. That's kind of your job.
I'm not good at it.
You beat me to the punch. Where's the admin NA?
No, we have worse. I think maybe. Don't tell him I said that.
Actually, you are. But a bet about bad admins NA.
Spawning. Good.
Go. No, it's. Plus, who knows where your camera's at?
Spawning in the bottom left position. He is representing Sins. It is our Terran player, Nuclear Pro.
And spawning at the bottom right, it's our orange Zerg that hangs. Sometimes I like to dig a hole and jump in it so he can be a carrot. It's Clanless. It's White Tiger.
Something tells me that's why he's clanless, trying to jump into holes with a carrot.
They're just like, no, we're looking for a good Zerg, not a good Zerg who wants to be a carrot. Maybe that's why he chose orange too. That's right there. That's why.
The mind games now.
Oh my god. But we are on the horizontal position, so this is a rush map, and I have to give my initial edge to Nuclear Pro without seeking the player. Why? Because quite naturally how the Terran rally points play as, the parade is just going to be so much harder to do. And not to mention the fact that the Zerg's just have to spread up and up and up, which is a little bit harder to control if he had, say, if it was crossing, he had access to this whole little corner where he could maybe grab a gold, and if he got to decide to Nidus or Overlord draw, grab that island, who knows.
Yeah, I'm going to actually have to give it to White Tiger just because he is a Master League player. He's going for a pull first too, so he is going to be a bit aggressive here. He could take the gold base actually really easily.
It's too risky. That's right in the nap. That's super aggressive, and that's well within a Terran's attack route.
Mommy, if you're watching this, hi. Yeah, hi, White Tiger's mom. You raised a very good carrot. It's an awesome dude.
Oh, he's a white tiger that wants to be an orange carrot.
Yeah, he's a Zerg who wants to be a carrot. The dreams.
This is why he chose Zerg, because they can burrow much like a carrot.
The mind games.
He's insane here, people. If we see burrow, then it's a conspiracy theory now.
Burrowed roaches. I'm calling it right now. He's going to burrowed roaches.
Reaper's on the way now for Nuclear Pro. As Hatchet's finishing up. And Nuclear's guessing correctly on the location. And this is why we saw White Tiger open up Hatch first. He went, this rush distance is a bit scary. 15 pool just to be safe and be able to hold off any Reaper.
Yeah, he's going to get a late scout with this second Overlord. The Reaper is done. And it's
scout the Overlord, but that's, I mean, he'll see the Reaper, but not much more.
It's not much telling, because the Reaper could have gone from somewhere else. But he is going to see that Overlord.
Not at that route, and not in this early. It would have had to be a super early Reaper for it to have been like that.
Could have been an 11-11 Reaper.
No, that's not even early enough. And the Reaper jumps up and down, confirms the creep spread, goes down, sees it was 15 pool, he knows he can't even poke in and get a drone. He can kill these lings while they're off creep. Queen's gonna keep him out, though.
Yeah, that is Big Mama Queen, just making sure he doesn't get up there and hurt her babies. Does get a boo-boo on one of them, but nah, the...
Transfuse!
Yeah.
Transfuse the ling.
I would not be surprised to see that in this early game. If there's 3 Reapers, transfusing a Ling maybe look like a waste, but it could help out a lot.
Actually, no. If you're dealing with triple Reaper aggression, you want to actually transfuse your Queens, because 3 Reapers will kill Queens, so you need to keep them alive so that way they don't die.
Alright, Mr. Zerg expert, like whatever you say.
We're seeing a factory on the way now, and the Marines are cute, and that Overlord's a dead Overlord. And that is a poor spot to be in. He realizes he's like, oh crap, I gotta get out of here. Meanwhile, the Reaper dodged out with a little bit of health, and Lynx looked trying to find her, but they just barely missed it. Lynx speeds at star now for White Tiger as well, and he's a little bit behind economically considering how he opened up, but if he starts looking at a third in about a minute, he'll be okay. His Overlord will die, but it does see the expansion.
Yeah, that Overlord is definitely going to go down. There's no micro on these Marines, but you don't need to micro to kill that. It's not going to supply block him just yet. These drones popping may help with that supply block, but overall, White Tiger is in a good spot economically. I feel he's about to get good 3 bases, but at the same time, you have Nuclear Pro. I'm just kind of spouting nonsense here, but let's keep going with it. Nuclear Pro
on the way as well. It's almost done, so we are going to see some Reaper, Hellion, Banshee aggression, which is really scary if you aren't very well experienced with dealing with it. White Tiger basically is going to need a Spore in front of the natural. He needs to get his creep spread going, and he's going to need more Queens than what he already has.
Yeah, we got 4 Hellions. We got 2 already here, 2 on the way. Banshee should start up in a couple seconds. He has the gas, he has the minerals, and there we go. Does he decide to get Cloak with this, though? Yes, he does. Usually, if you don't want to commit too hard to Banshees, kind of want to just make force them to make a couple spore crawlers in the main. You don't get Cloak and just get 1 Banshee, but he is going to go for the Cloak Banshee, which is a lot more effective if there are no spores. And supply block.
In addition, as Zerg, you just get the Spore because the Queens aren't that 1-on-1. I believe a Banshee actually beats out a Queen. And so the Cloak 1 keeps Banshee alive, but you need a Spore anyways. And we are seeing 2-base Spire out White Tiger, and this is actually playing out very well for him. I mean, we're seeing very heavy Hellion, Banshee aggression, and nothing can hit the Muta. So if he can stall long enough, the Muta get out.
This is a Hellbat push. This is definitely a Hellbat push. We have the Armory on the way. He's not showing the Hellions.
That's gonna buy him time. So this can buy him a lot of time, actually. He needs more Queens, though. White Tiger needs to get out. How many Queens does he have? He has 5. He's going to need 6, maybe 7, considering he's going to be fighting Hellbat, Banshee. Well, and Overseer will have as well. But here come the Hellions, and a few Marines as well. So the Mutas... Oh, a Baneling that's sitting on the way. I'm a bit surprised White Tiger can make this, but it's probably because he senses something. Here come the Hellions.
Star sense is real.
It's going. They see no third, so instantly Nuclear Pro has to realize that something very scary could be on his way. He needs to get out. some kind of missile turret play. He does have the eBay on the way. And Queens, what are you doing? Go back, fill the gap, Queens. You don't want to build even gap there.
Don't let those in, man. But that Spire is actually going to be really effective here. There's not a lot of Marines with this attack. You have these two coming across the map, and Banshees can't shoot up.
And here come the Hellions. And those Queens are getting positioned now. Banshees begin working on it. And
good spot on that spore.
In addition to the Overseer, that's fine, slowly being worked down, but Mutas is exactly what he needs. He's also getting 12.
Yeah, but that's a lot of transfuse energy. They're going to be able to
land
live.
on the Hellbat. And that's all he needs.
Boy.
He needs to hit those Hellbats. They're on
Here
top
we
of
go.
The
Oh!
spread out, but almost every Hellbat's cleaned up. And here come the Mutalist out. He killed Queen.
Yeah, that is really good.
But everything else is about to get cleaned up. Where's the Overseer? The Overseer needs to get over here so the Banshee can help get cleaned up.
Oh, he actually still has all the Queens he needs. These Banshees doing a bit of work because that Overseer's not in position, but this attack was cleaned up pretty well.
6 missile turrets are immediately placed down, and this is exactly what White Tiger was looking for. Just go in, poke at what you can, force the super turtle style out of a Bio-Terran.
Yeah.
So much of what we saw in the TLO game today. I think it was game 2.
Don't spoil it. I haven't seen the VODs yet.
Oh man, you gotta go watch it. TLO.
Yeah. He's in a bit of trouble. He has to face Pult tomorrow.
They don't want to run it there. They take a few shots from the Hellbats, and the bunker does a lot of damage as well. So what the Museum do is they just need to go in, do what they can, where they can, and just keep Nuclear Pro being a very turtle Terran.
Yeah, and he's not going to be able to push out too well with his bio yet. He doesn't have Stim even close to finishing. He doesn't even have the tech lab. No, he's not on the tech lab yet. And his production isn't the best right now. He needs to get that production moving before he even thinks about leaving his base. No wall off, too, so he's a bit too confident in himself. He does have a lot of Hellbats, though, so that's going to help out.
Yeah, but guess what? Lings? What if suddenly White Tiger decided to incorporate Banelings into it? He's seen a great amount of Hellbats already.
True that.
So he should know. Just get some Banelings in there. And I'm surprised he hasn't getting Baneling speed going on as well. But that would take all you need, a bunch of Banelings, and he cleans it up. Ling Bane to win this easily.
Yeah, those Mutas can't get any damage done in the main. They don't want to go into this.
Mutas. I mean, 9 is almost enough to kill him turret without losing the Mutalist, but there's going to be SCVs repairing these, or there should be. So they're going to get SCV.
Yeah, they're going to get that third.
Maybe. But the Marines are coming in. Actually, this is enough Marines that they can fight, but the rest of the army comes in and that forces them back.
Yeah, +1 is almost finished at the same time for our Terran. White Tiger just going to keep that aggression going. He's droning up heavily, but he's also going for 21 Banelings.
The typical hook is about to finish up, and this is the time for the Zerg to strike. He has more than enough to kill the Terran now. These Widowites could be a little bit annoying. We'll do a bunch of damage. It's really good depending on the engagement. And I'm liking this creep spread as well from White Tiger. He's getting that main attack path through the gold. He's also getting spread out towards the north. I would like to see more towards the north of the third, but hopefully he'll get that going momentarily.
Yeah, Stim still so far away. He is turtling very heavily here, and instead he's actually going to go for an attack.
This is one thing you don't want to do as a Terran. Never move out without Stim. Stim is so crucial. And he's going to be on creep too. This is very dangerous. These Widowmines need to get miracle shots off, and if they're picked off by anything, then the hopes for Nuclear Pro are greatly diminished. 2-2 is outside as well for our third player. Yeah. And
at least clear up the creep.
At +1.
It's like, at least clear up the creep, man. There you go. The scan does go down.
What a Widowmine just gets cleaned up.
This attack. Just the worst attack you can see.
One man back almost falls immediately.
They are going to get out of there, it looks like, if their boost can hold up.
Oh no. The Hellbats are going to get killed off, and the Medvacs could get cleaned up. Focus on the weakest one. He gets the second. No, he could have got that.
That was terrible for Nuclear Pro. He does have a bit of a production behind this, but he just needs a lot more to deal with the production of White Tiger. White Tiger's just going to keep this aggression, and he's going for the gold. That's awesome. He knows he's ahead.
And this is too small of a bio for Nuclear Pro needs the ball back. He sees these Banelings. There are more Banelings out there than this whole unit. And if you get good shots off the Widowites, they're not even burrowed yet. They get picked off. And this is a slow death now for Nuclear Pro. Medevacs are getting picked off. The Link Banes are slowly encroaching upon him. There's 2 more Widowmines threatening to join, and they are burned, but they're clumped in. All the Museum do is go in with the Overseer, pick one, maybe both off.
Yeah, a bit of lag, guys. Don't worry about it. That third needs to run. It sees its depth in the horizon, but it's gonna.
One wind mine goes off. The other one actually gets destroyed. This is the time now.
Good pickup.
To go in.
Yeah, here we go. That bunker is not gonna last long. He doesn't focus it down.
Pretty long.
I lied again, folks. Don't worry, but 8 workers have gone down.
Yes, it is. Oh my God!
Gosh, the madness. If you're a Terran, leave the game. Leave, please. Just go to the next game.
There's the GG from Nuclear Pro.
Just gonna hold off for a second there.
Well, there we go. I think he was just waiting on the GG from White Tiger. This Zerg force is just roaching upon him. And the Banelings is just like, there's nothing for us to kill.
Come on.
Drop in down as well.
Nuclear Pro, it's time to leave. Just get to that second game where you can. Oh, those Banelings in the middle line. Oh, yeah, we messed up the veto process really heavily.
I had nothing to do with it. I do not include me in this.
Well, it wasn't me. But GG White Tiger. So he takes game number 1 very convincingly. We got a couple seconds before we hop into game number 2. So let's see what Nuclear Pro can do in that game. I'm starting to get a little bit of lag. But don't worry, guys. It won't affect us. White Tiger needs a second. So we're going to take a sec. Give him a second.
I will be right back. I need to check that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get some water, guys, and we'll get right back with you. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We got Echo next. I'm just gonna make the lobby. Blades is checking on something. And let's just get this lobby up before we get anything else underway. White Tiger actually needs 3 minutes. So we're gonna go to a commercial break just so we can get. There's no commercials, by the way. It's just gonna be music. But we got 3 minutes until we start the next game. So we'll see you guys in a sec.
And I'm back. Let us go. What? What's going on?
Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. White Tiger got his break. We got our break. I got chicken tenders right here. So I had my break. King of Blades did his thing. And we are good to go. We're entering the lobby. Blades, you here?
Oh my god, I need that. Dinner was ready. I got sauteed veggies, picked an olive oil and lemon pepper, grilled chicken breast, and some rice. Oh my god. So
that is the most Californian meal I have ever heard.
Have you ever heard of In-N-Out? That is delicious. That is a big California meal.
Hey, I'm from California, man. I know how it is.
In-N-Out is amazing.
I love In-N-Out, man. That best food other than Five Guys or Chick-fil-A.
Best burgers NA. I will give that to In-N-Out. Hold on, scratch that. Best fast food burgers NA.
No, I can't give them that. Five Guys is a lot better for you. It's a bigger bang for your buck, even though they're a bit more expensive.
Farmer Boys gives a close second, surprisingly. But I gotta give it to him.
Okay, whatever you say, boss man. Anyway, we're hopping into game number 2 on Coda Echo LE. They're different maps, but spawning up here in the top position. He is up 1 game. It is our orange Zerg White Tiger.
And spawning at the bottom right corner, it's our blue. Well, not blue. It's more like a teal. It's a teal Karen. Currently representing Zins. It's Nuclear Pro. And well, you want to see our Nuclear Pro passer?
Cheese.
I want to see an 888, which is now passed. God damn it, Nuclear Pro. Why'd you have to make an SCB and go play some other cheese or Rampant Standard?
Well, we still have a chance for an 11-11. He's got the depot coming down. But is he going to throw something across the other map?
We shall see. And my knee just hit my table. That hurts now.
Ouch. Yeah, Kappa Pride. That's the new remote. If you guys haven't known. Sorry, I just needed a piece of chicken real quick. So sorry for the chewing.
God. Unprofessional.
Yeah, I'm semi-pro, guys. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god. And we do see. Oh, okay, I will give this to you. You are right. 11-11.
Well, it's 11-12 right now.
No, it was 11-11.
Was it?
Yes. And it's pool first again. So that actually means nothing.
This game, I'm gonna guess he's gonna go for the 3 Reaper into Hellion. That is really powerful on this map. English doesn't work.
All hell.
Yeah, I deleted the English.exe file. Oh, I got pick Latin or something.
We do have a hash out going down, and well,
pretty standard.
Well, not so standard. It was 15-15. So I'm getting a feeling that that's just White Tiger's play. He likes playing safe. First Reaper's on the way, by the way. No orbital yet. Okay, there's the orbital. I was like, but everyone who's seen Broadsley Heroes knows. Pro tip of the day: always get your orbital right after the barracks.
Well, he made a supply depot. Is the problem there? Usually you get the orbital and then the supply depot to wall off, but he reversed the order a bit. He's diamond, so I can't make fun of him just because I'm only plat. This Reaper gonna go in, see what he can get done.
And well, there are already actually there's a surprisingly a large amount of lings out on the map. 6 lings. And normal, okay, hey, that's not a lot. Well, yeah, it is. That's going to be enough to deny any attempt to expand. On the low ground of all things, Nuclear Pro, no! The one time you do it, you shouldn't have. These leagues are going to deny that like nothing. Or worse, they can slip into the main.
Yeah, that's not good for Nuclear Pro. He needs to cancel this immediately.
Needs to fall back.
Yeah, Nuclear Pro, don't waste your time. Just cancel that and build it on the high ground. He does raise the depot. A couple Marines coming out, going to be able to stop this. There are no Banelings, so these guys going to poke away, but a couple of SCVs will stop that.
Gas now gone down for White Tiger. And yes, his initial aggression was held, and I like that from White Tiger. You can't force the cancellation and force it to rebuild. The Reaper will be able to clean up these lings unless it's a little bit of miss micro from Nuclear Pro. White Tiger's trying to get it now, and yeah, Nuclear Pros get Night Fury's Reaper well enough. It won't.
You deleted your exe file.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far White Tiger just doing everything right here. He gets that second base. It has to go up on the up ground now. That's going to take some time to get over there. It's not that big a deal, but the factory is not coming down. It's actually going to be 3 racks. That's going to help if...
This is very much a bomber-esque style play. Now, a lot of people really don't watch him anymore since he moved back to Korea. I don't even know how he's doing anymore, which disappoints me.
I think he's failing horribly or something.
That's sad to hear.
It is.
Anyways, basically, what this style does is when you see some heavy aggression coming in, whether it's roaches or Ling Bane attacks, this holds it a lot easier, and you see some Terrans, like bombers, transition into a very fast third. This also opens up the possibility for a very fast aggression out of a lot of Marines.
Oh, this is actually, if you remember game, I think 1 out of Pope versus Hydra, he's going to go for very fast stim, very fast Marine aggression. So if White Tiger doesn't scout this, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He will, if he goes up the ramp, see that there are a lot of Marines, so he'll know something is up. But the third base does come down as well, so yeah, I think this will be a really fast attack. This has to be a really fast attack out of Nuclear Pro. I'm calling it there. He's cut SCV production. As I say that, he throws down a couple more. So I lied.
Stim is started now in addition to a factory finally being added on by Nuclear Pro. Third base is almost done for White Tiger as well, who likes getting this defensive spine. What that tells me right there is he struggles against handling Hellion Reaper play. So if I were Nuclear Pro kind of seeing that, which he will eventually, just kind of try to slip whatever you can past that. Maybe Hellions eventually. Failing Nest is also on the way for White Tiger. And
yeah,
Factory's about to finish up as well. No armory quite yet, so I don't think we'll see Hellbass, or at least not Hellbass timing. And, well, not much is actually going on. Neither player being particularly aggressive, both just playing very passive, droning, and making SCVs.
Yeah, problem
I do like the Ling positioning on the middle of the map. They're going to be spotting when these Marines move out through the main, of course. What I want to see, I think, while he has time, White Tiger take his Lings, and it'll take a while, but go knock down his opponent's cooling tower and then knock down that debris. That way he doesn't have to work. That opens up that attack path later, and then Nuclear Pro can even protect himself. 4 Lings, that takes a while, but the problem is both players are being, that would be a smart play.
Yeah, the problem is Nuclear Pro's window is getting pretty short. The Baneling Nest did finish. +1 is on the way, so his upgrades are going to be a lot faster for White Tiger. So this attack really has to do damage right here, right now. We do have a medevac coming out, going to be able to reinforce that eventually. But Stim is done in 5 seconds, so this attack is not all or nothing, but it's definitely
It's a scary push, but there are Banelings out on creep.
Yeah.
Nuclear Pros actually might be sandwiched between the Banelings and the third. The Marauders got to go to the front, the Marauders on the third.
Oh,
there's
splits.
a decent stim, and there's a good split, and the Banelings have to fall back to the creep, being kicked off.
Yeah, beautiful splits out of Nuclear Pro, but it's not ready yet.
Oh,
there's no combat shields, so these guys are going to die in 1 hit.
And that's the big thing, is every stim is definitely going to kill these Marines, and one shot from any Baneling stim is going to kill them. There's nothing they can do. They got to fall back, wait till either combat shields finishes up or medevac's out. Third base is now start for Nuclear Pro. 1-1's over halfway done. Centrifugal hooks to start as well. We actually see White Tiger is delaying his Spire a lot. It's not even bothering trying to get it down right now.
Yeah, Nuclear Pro delaying his engineering base. Those are really late in terms of TVZ as well, so his upgrades are going to be really delayed.
This might be the one game where we see a third 3-3 finish before Terrans.
Oh my gosh, I'm Terran and I do not want to see that, but you're a Zerg, so I'm guessing you want to see that.
It's glorious when your Lings just destroy the Terran Marine.
Yeah, they're both equal on army supply as well. He's going to get a stim forward, try and get a couple creep tumors, but here comes the drop in full view of those tumors.
I think he just realized, I can't push this, get out of here. Just get out of here.
Yeah,
Spire is still not on the way. 2-2 actually starting before Spire, which is not unusual. We should see the Spire be thrown down as soon as that 200 gas is hit.
Oh,
as soon as that 200 gas is hit. Alright then.
200. No, he's going to go for the hatch instead.
Well, White Tiger's actually...
Oh, there we go.
Like, the scary thing about delaying his fire so much, that opens you up to drops so easily. I mean,
yeah, we got the first one.
Done. Yes, he's ahead in upgrade by a significant margin, but that doesn't deny the fact that you can't stop drops from coming in.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's going for a 4th base, while the 3rd still is nowhere near being taken yet. And this drop isn't going to do anything. Way too many Lings in a really good position, so he's going to have to back out of there before those Mulisks get in there and wreck his world.
I mean, the mutants are still far away. It's about 8 seconds out till they pop, assuming they pop as soon as natural starts. And here comes the drop, but White Tiger was waiting for it. That Overlord to the right of his army just spotted. He could send out an Overlord to the corner to make sure he keeps an eye on when the medevac's moving out, but
yeah, the
the
thing is, I'd really like to see Nuclear Pro take this other army he has and start attacking the 3rd base. This army is way out of position, making sure that that drop doesn't come in, so the 3rd is going to be wide open. He hasn't thrown down the cooling towers either.
Well, I mean, in this case, based on his 4th, it would be smart, but some Zergs prefer not to take down the cooling towers because they take the southern port, and that just makes rally points a little bit easier. And, you know, some Zergs may even use that as a contingency plan. But considering that he's took the west 4th, I mean the east 4th, yeah, it would be smart for him to get rid of it. 1-1's about 10 seconds out now. Going to finish up shortly, 2-2's 30 at seconds out. So that window is just huge for White Tiger.
Yeah, and do we have an army on the map? No, we don't. So those +2 upgrades are again delayed for Nuclear Pro. He has a Doom drop coming in on the south side. This north side is going to get picked off by the Mutalisks.
Oh, they're going into the main.
Oh, here we
Where's
go.
The army? The army needs to move in now. This is a scary drop. They're going for 4th Street. Nothing quite moving out. There's no stim, no nothing. He's waiting for the full unload.
This is actually pretty smart. He pulls off 1 medevac to take care of the hatchery at the 3rd, but this whole army just cleans up that Widow Mine, just taking out a large chunk of that. But he's just going to use this advantageous little position here, but the Mutalisks are going to clean that up.
Shot.
This would have been a lot better for Nuclear Pro, I feel, but unfortunately he isn't able to get all the damage he wanted to do.
Mutalisks just need to go in and take out the 1 medevac. That's all they need. Mutalisks. White Tiger doesn't realize the drop's still there.
Well, he's going to realize in a second. He pulls back his whole army. Nuclear Pro still on the other side of the map, not moving out with the rest of his forces. He's not going to be able to do much. These are +2 Zerglings, and the Mutalisks are going to kill him before he can do anything. But he is keeping the drop alive.
Too much damage. White Tiger is completely ignoring this. This should have been cleaned up about a minute ago. He's losing drones now.
Yeah, 7 have
moved on White Tiger.
Yeah, 7 have gone down. That's a good pickup, and Pro did keep that medevac way alive for a lot longer than it should have been. That Widow Mine, I don't think he got a second shot, but it may have. But Nuclear Pro actually in a pretty good position, all things considered. What's that?
Really? I mean, he's down 60 supply. Hines is about to finish before 2-2 even starts.
I'm trying to give him hope. It's my job as a caster to give them hope sometimes.
Oh my god. I mean, creep's been stopped, but this, I think this is death right here for White Tiger. It's a maxed out Zerg force.
Widow Mines. Widow Mines.
Right here. Beautiful Widow Mines shot clear all the leagues, but there still are Baileys on the map and Mutalisks. The splits, no matter how good.
Oh gosh. Yeah, Nuclear Pro just loses his entire army. It's 88 army to 35. And there's just nothing here. Those Widow Mine. The Widow Mine.
Target down the Bailey.
Oh.
Target down the Bailey.
No micro there.
Now it doesn't matter. He can just flood in.
Yeah, and there's no wall out of Nuclear Pro either. That is his downfall. If he had a wall, he could probably hold on here. There's not enough Banelings to take out the wall. But, yeah, this is pretty much GG. That 3rd is going to die.
He realized he could just go for the 3rd instead. Both Widow Mines go off. And these mutants, if you do something, they're just flying around. They do get pick off a medevac, which is nice.
Oh, the Widow Mine
get started to pick them all off.
Widow Mine gets good hit.
Now.
So far, oh yeah, GG out of Nuclear Pro. He's probably going to be typing a message out here in a second. That's what he did last game. But yeah, there we go. 0 APM, so he's going to be typing something. My macro sucks today. It's alright, Nuclear Pro. You're alright. And GG. White Tiger moves on to the semifinals. At least I think that's where we're at.
Yes, there we are.
Polly, what is that sound in the background? I think it may be Blade's fan. He does have a fan going.
Nah, don't blame me. I turned that off at the beginning.
I can still hear it though.
That's actually you, because that's not me.
Alive for a lot longer than it should have been. Okay, you guys are gonna hear that in a second. It is the stream. But other than that, we're gonna find another game. Pieces for the week. Let's have beer and war. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second so I can eat some chicken. We'll be right back, guys.
Can you talk to him? Just a second.
So what?
No musica? Spotify, man. iTunes? Oh God. Oh, wait, I called? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did. That's right. I'm like, fear my sword. I shall light it on fire and burn, apparently, because that's what mods do. I guess. Let's see, we got Cactus, Coda, X. Okay, this is a normal map pool, finally. And after this, we are into the semifinals now, and after the semis, we go into the finals. This is actually going fairly smoothly. At this rate, I think we'll be done by what, 9 Pacific Standard Time, I believe? Oh, just in time for lunch and more chicken tenders. Lucky you. I'm more of a burger guy. Burgers are good. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. You're in Japan. There's McDonald's. Kappa Pride. Oh, sorry, no. Talking's hard, apparently. A living would imply we get paid. I mean, we could form a union, I guess, but you know, it's a pain in the ass, and you know, we get to deal with all that stuff, and you know, I don't. We are going into Cactus, by the way, and this is why, like I said, I find this interesting for ZBZ, purely because outside of the middle and parts of the third, it's almost impossible to get a good roast concave. It's more like you're trying to get your opponent into a worse one than you. MIRG is actually miraculous at semi-pro team, and spawning at the top left corner of the map. Currently clanless, since our orange Zerg still wants to be a carrot, I think. It's White Tiger. Well, to be fair, we've only casted 4 Zergs now, out of 5 players. It's been a lot of games involving Zerg, but not a lot of Zerg players. At least as far as I know. We do see a 9 pool coming out from Blade Game. He's taking a big risk here on a 4-spawn map. He hopes he just happens to run to his opponent's Overlord. Otherwise, he's going to be taking a guessing game here. No, you never do that in ZVC. He's probably going to do hatch first, though. I'd be more surprised if he went 15 pool. Although he has displayed he'd rather be safer than sorry in the ZVT we just casted. Ah, my God. This. Okay, it's a 14 pool, so he survives. 14 pool beats 9 pool. He'll have a slight speed advantage. Yes, he'll have a slight speed advantage, but the trick really is to, again, Blade Game's playing a guessing game right now. Where is he going to send all these links? He's going to send them across. So, oh no. Alright, so he guessed right. Now, now at Masters and Diamonds, both players know about the Mineral Walk, so I would imagine White Tiger wouldn't be too terrified of this. Just grab all your drones, select the one Mineral Patch, and then select the one opposite of them, and they'll Mineral Walk. Then you use the drones to attack, and they'll get a concave on the Zerglings. And then his own pool's finished, so he'll be able to stall now. Queen should be on the way momentarily. And, oh god, he expanded first. So he's going to have to cancel that. But Queen will be on the way. He's got a couple Lings on the way. With drone support, he'll be able to win this. It's an 8 pool. It's a 9 pool. It is an all-in, unless he could do significant damage. Even if he gets attached kills, it's not big enough. Yeah, he's gonna have to cancel it, but that's okay. Cancel it. Okay, there we go. Right at the last second. And, oh, he mineral walked it, so that way he can survive. Very nice little micro trick. Alright, he needs to be careful here. He's the 2 main zerglings, he needs to fall back to his drones, and he needs to fight with the drones. Oh, that poor drone didn't get away. Okay, pull the drones and help that kill. It's not enough drones. Okay, so the zergling is wounded. He should win. He might lose another drone or two, but he's still ahead. The Lings are going to try and deny the hatchery. They shouldn't be able to. Nope, never mind. They're running away. There is a Baneling nest on the way. So Blame Game is going to transition to one-base Ling Bane. He realized that the funny thing is about Zerg all-in, it's like once an all-in fails, you need to just do another all-in. And if that all-in fails, generally it's GG. Yeah, but Speed's going to finish first for White Tiger. I mean, these Leagues are going to try to get away, but as soon as Speed finishes up... oh, no, actually, Blame Gate had the faster speed. That's funny. White Tiger had the faster gas. Baneling nests are almost... Baneling nests are almost done for both players, so it's not even that's going to be good for Blame Game. Four Banelings... Oh, don't worry about it. I had a game, I think you were watching it. 20 minutes of nothing but Ling Bane on Ling Bane. I slowly got a few drones out, and I eventually won with roaches. 20 minutes. 15 of which was Ling Bane. That's insane. These Banelings are just going to walk right up to the main base. They can't even hold that. Where's the Banelings from White Tiger? He just needs to use the Banelings. Good shot! Cleaning up almost everything. And that's GG right there. You can't hold... Yeah, the attack failed. And Blame Game's now behind. Yeah, he was looking to expand right there, but, you know, he realized he's in danger of being attacked and needs to fall back. Meanwhile, White Tiger realizes he's ahead, no reason to risk it. He's going to grab the watchtower, and that's it. Oh, man, those Leagues are well with... Oh, God. He's got no Banelings of his own, so right now, for the next about 25 seconds, he's in a bit of danger. He did get one, which is nice, but 3 more are on the way. Oh, Banelings. Banelings! Ah! Oh, man, I want to keep in mind, it's 1 base to 2 bases. White Tiger's got the better economy, he's got the better... Well, again, not better economy, but he can transfer over. He's got more production. White Tiger's going to slowly win this. It's not going to be an immediate one. It's going to be a slow win. Oh, the Nash actually being focused down. If he loses that, he's in trouble. Basically, it'll be even if he loses it. He can't lose it with the Banelings. They need to go in and force these Zerglings to get out. Alright, the Zerglings shifty to go for... Oh, no, the Banelings are positioned by the natural, so they can't even take that. And, oh god, the Banelings flank almost got in. I mean, it's 10 minutes. I mean, right now, the Zergs most generally start thinking about grabbing a third in CBC. And we got one player who's still trying to saturate his natural, and the other whose natural isn't even done yet. Layers on the way for White Tiger. We could see Roach. I'm thinking Roach play out. He's not grabbing his other gases yet, so that gets rid of 2-base Spire. And Roach is honestly just a safer player considering there's always Speedlings out. Oh, okay, that was a misclick. I saw that. Grabbing his 3rd and 4th gas now, and White Tiger, this might actually transition into 2-base Spire. This times out perfectly, so Spire maybe? I'm looking for it. Oh, the Baneling, the only Baneling actually got caught. Oh, and the Speedling, oh, he got caught too. I was thinking it might have been able to get some. And Blame Game's committing once again. This is such a huge risk. He keeps falling behind with these. I mean, if White Tiger holds this off, there's going to be nothing to stop the mutas once they come out. Actually, it kind of works out because he does have the greater number of lings, and Blame Game's kicked out almost immediately. There are 2 more Banelings coming in from White Tiger, too. Meanwhile, oh no, the lings are just trying to stall. Banelings run into the Baneling shells. Oh god. Oh man, they have to get out. They have to get out, and now the advantage right now lies with full aim game. He has the Banelings out. He can zone out the lings while killing his opponent's own Baneling. And, well, they all just went off on the shell. And, yeah, he is. I mean, the Muse just now started. And, oh, wow. He's in trouble now. If he loses naturally, he's in a huge amount of trouble. Oh god, here come the Banelings too. If all these drones are cleaned up, mutas are now. They're trying to clean up what they can. These drones have to survive. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, that did so much damage. 34 drones had fallen, and White Tiger needs to just go in for the cancel. I'm sorry, not the cancel, he needs to go for the counter now. 3 spores are already on the way. If they finish up, White Tiger loses. That's GG. Yeah, it'll be annoying in that fashion, but they could deny the 3rd as well. That actually helps him out a lot. You know, that he's behind in drones. He needs to re-drone, and by preventing his opponent from making anything, he's actually going to even that out. So, while he didn't do... Yeah. While I didn't even anything out, he has certainly closed... I mean, he's ahead. Blame Game's ahead. White Tiger's going to have to slowly even this out by just droning like a madman. So what this is going to come down to, as we see a counterattack from Blame Game going down, is there anything to defend this? There are a few Banelings, so he's okay. What's going to come down to is this. Who's got the most mutas, and who gets armor? Now, normally when you go mutaless, you prioritize attack. Armor is practically useless. By prioritizing the attack, the bounce damage does a lot more damage. But considering it's going to be muta on muta fight, whoever gets the armor is going to win out, because that basically cancels out a lot of damage from the bounce. Both players are still on both bases. The mains are getting incredibly low, so right now White Tiger cannot lose any mutas. +1 attack start for Blame Game, and +1 armor start for White Tiger. So right there, it's instantly evened out. I mean, White Tiger's a little bit safer because he's got more units, so he could put Lings under his Mutaflock, and then the bounce will hit the Lings rather than his own Mutas. That would be nice. The question is Flame Game going to leave his base alone and try and counter with his own mutas? Because look at the static D of White Tiger. It's non-existent. Anything coming in and sneaking up would destroy him. Forcing the mutas back and giving him a little bit of breathing room. Oh, the mutas that go, both blocks are out hunting for each other. And Blame Game's going for a counter as White Tiger. He saw the Lings moving out. That should tell him, go home. Third's finally being grabbed by one player. But that's just enough Lings catching just the right point to maybe get canceled. They're going to do a lot of damage. Okay, there we go. Here come the Lings. And that's going to force it up. It's wounded, though. And that's the scary thing about it. Alright, +1 armor is about to finish up for White Tiger. +1 attack still going. So if the Mutaflock were to engage at any point right now, then White Tiger's going to have an initial edge, which will help him. What is the Muta count at? I don't know. So right now, Tiger's just significantly ahead. Then he has more mutas, and that is the big thing. He's also going to be engaging with the rest of his army under, meaning that the bounce would happen. But right now, Blame Game's looking to deny the third, but it's Muta on Muta now, and picks off 2. And the big thing was Blame Game was clumping up his mutas, allowing those gals to bounce off. It's not recommended as Zerg purely because your unit's that's further rally point. Creep spread probably isn't right there to help you out. And look at that, that's been spotted now. So, and in addition to that, but it's not that big of a deal in this case because it is Muta on Muta, so from a ground perspective, it's okay. And in the air, it's actually negligible. I can't even pronounce that right now. Here comes the Mutaflock, and that's going to be what denies it. Huge counterattack coming in, and it's enough Ling on Ling War to win, but there are a couple of bases they don't get good shots off. Meanwhile, Mutas are going in for the third. Blame Game's just going to take out a lot of bases, but he's going to lose his Mutas, and the Layer's not going to be denied, though. The third still Blame Game's throwing everything he can at this, and that one Muta won't even be able to get it. Mutas are on the way. But that doesn't matter. There's no third. Because the worker count doesn't matter if you don't have a third to send them to. Technically, both players are at 0. Look at that. The main's practically mined out. Natural is practically mined out. The third is what's the key here. Lings are going to flow into the natural. They're going to try to not get a few drums. No, they're going to try to deny it. Where's the Lings from White Tiger? Natural is denied. And right here, they're now even. White Tiger, however, is slightly ahead still because he has that third Ling's going to be able to mine out for a significantly longer amount of time. And so many Mutalists. There's no hope for even a cancel. Blame Game has half the mutas. He has half the mutas. That's insane. Alright, now the economy's even, but this Mutaflock has to just stay on him. If White Pack can stay on Blade Game. Once all the Mews are dead, I mean, Blame Game is now being trailed hotly by White Tiger, and White Tiger will not let him go. He knows he's going to win this. He's got such a high Mute count. It's almost 3 times the amount. Is it best of 5? Is Semi's best of 5 now? Then is this GG then? Or he can't play anymore? Oh no, this is their first game. Oh my god, see how crazy this game is? If guess what number it is. And muted on muted, but Blame Game's got slight advantage. He's got the Spores helping, he's got units under to help out, but here come the Banelings. And that cleans up all the Lings, and now the mutants need to engage where they can get the bounces off as much as possible. But it's still such a low muter count. It's 28 muters to 10. It's still double, even though he's taken so much damage. Even with the Spore Crawl, he needs like 3 or 4 Spores to help him out. And he is doing just that. He's forcing 5 Spores out. He's getting desperate now. He's down to 8 mutas. Anything he loses is just destroyed right now. Meanwhile, White Tiger has reestablished his natural. He's reestablishing his third. He's so far ahead economically. And if that natural falls, it is going to be GG. There will be nothing. Now, is there any units that have to defend against this Ling counterattack that's going to come in? There are some Queens lying around, and there are a couple Lings coming on out. No, not this many Spores with muted support. 4 Spores, that's terrifying. Yeah. I mean, White Tiger's double the supply right now, Blame Game. And Blame Game's trying not to give his opponent as much of an edge as possible. He doesn't want to give up this first game. He could, but why? He knows his opponent's on 2. Meanwhile, here comes the Bulis again. Blame Game doesn't want to throw anything away. He's picking off what he can. He's trying to die the third, but it's not nearly enough. Yep. +2 attack is now started as well for White Tiger. So as soon as that finishes, he's going to have a significant advantage in the upgrades. And there's the GG. White Tiger takes game 1. I don't know. It's going to depend on the map. Lots of mispronunciations today. Mispronunciate. Pluto, I said passer. Oh wow, did I really? Oh my god, that's hilarious. I'm an idiot. I am. That's a habit right there. White Tiger's actually switching over to Terran. No race check? No, that was... We just didn't do a race check. I don't think you realized it. Skype's acting weird. I don't even hear you right now. There we go. Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Okay, we're fine then. There we go. Yep, they realized it. We gotta do a race check, redo, and do a race check this time. Yep. And spawning at the bottom right corner of the map, still clanless, still wanting to be a carrot, I assume. It's our own Zerg White Tiger. Alright, so we already casted ZBZ on here earlier, so I wouldn't be surprised for Roach Horse this time, RVR. Little gas trick coming out from Blame Game, canceling that, get that 11th drone in. Meanwhile, both places just droning up right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a 15 pool coming out of White Tiger, even a 14 pool just to be safe. And from Blame Game, I want to see a complete opposite today. I want to see him do hatch first, just be a really greedy, passive Zerg. He's actually drone scouting, so he's a little scared. Oh, he's actually going to try to deny the third. I'm sorry, not deny the third, deny the Nash. Alright, whichever drone got that first shot off is going to win. And who won it? Who won it? Oh no, Blame Game decided to forfeit it. He's going to try to die as much as possible, and that drone's going to die. Hatch first for both players. Meanwhile, there's nothing going on. We should see a follow-up pool, then gas for them. Fall into standard play. The question is, are we going to see a very passive play here with the getting double Evo Chamber out early and just skipping the Baneling tech into Rotorn? Wouldn't recommend it. Baneling Nest is always nice, just that safety precaution. And we do see a slight change. Playing game went gas before pool, whereas White Tiger plays a standard pool before gas. Hatcheries are still going down, and that wasn't much yelling. I didn't even hear that. Gas does now finish up for Blame Game. Yeah. Blame Game's Overlord is actually poking in pretty deep in there. No, I mean, putting your Overlord in there. Okay, he saw the gas. It's like, all right, I gotta get out. If that was a 15 pool, that Overlord would be dead. Meanwhile, for 2 lings are coming out for White Tiger to 4 lings at Blame Game. And I personally favor the 4-ling play because yes, you don't get that slight better economy that 2-ling production into a drone gets, but 4-lings can pick off a queen, and a queen is worth so much more than any one drone. No, it won't. There's 4-lings out now to help out, and they're not even scouting. Blame games actually just send out these lings to go scout. Generally, in ZVZ, you don't want to suicide your first 4-lings to get whatever. You want them to know, hey, what's going on, and then get what you can. But he's actually not sending them in yet. Baneling Nest's on the way for Blame Game, so he's not even going to scout. Spine as well. The Spine has to stay alive right now. And White Tiger, he's going to have to cancel it. He doesn't cancel and loses it, actually. We need to see another Spine replaced. Why would he's got to be asking, what's he so intent on getting that Spine? Blame Game, on the other hand, is just going like, alright, cool, I'm a little bit further ahead than I would have been. Oh, no. Wait, where? Where? Oh, there it is. We have it. Meanwhile, an Overlord's in trouble getting picked off as well for Blade Game, so might lose it. I don't know. Blame Game's just gonna actually dodge every Overlord that was spread out for White Tiger. This attack's gonna come as a complete surprise. Both players are actually going for a lot of Blings and Banelings, so we have a little bit of Bling Bane War on our hands. No Spines to help him out. I think White Tigers are going to regret not replacing that one. And here come the Lings. They just need to avoid the Banelings, run into the main. Beautiful exchange! Yeah, he does have enough Lings. Right now the Ling count is 39 to 40, 39 to 35 in favor of, actually Blame Game had that, he just didn't have the concave, it looked like. But that link out's about to be evened out, with 2 Banelings being morphed in for Blame Game as well. Oh, he's trying to force the Lings into the Banelings, but he's actually separated himself from his own base. This could be huge. Nope, barely misses it. Meanwhile, a big small counterattack going in to White Tiger's base. That queen could get picked off. And it will! Banelings will morph, they will kill. Oh no, they didn't get that. Oh, never mind, they suicide itself in. Yeah, I mean, Blame Game just needs to catch up. I mean, that little counter was nice. He picked off the queen, but that won't be enough to make up for the worker difference. The production difference, yes. And Banelings were all exchanged, and Blame Game comes out on top once again. His Baneling micro is a little bit better. He keeps coming out with 1 or 2 extra Banelings, and he needs to keep that one alive. He needs to save it for the huge engagement, and that's, it could have been better. Concave actually is slightly in favor of Blame Game. That forces the White Tiger back. He needs to engage where that doesn't matter. Oh god, these Lings run into Baneling. No, he won't. Now I like this. It's setting it up. It's almost a Sim City. There's a small gap between the Roach Warren and the gas, so Lings could slip it, but it's a lot harder, and he can abuse any smaller number of Lings he's gonna have because he teched and droned a little bit. I mean, this is kind of what happens in ZVZ when you go in Ling Bang. You keep throwing Zerglings and Banelings at your opponent until someone has clearly won. And I would honestly say it's pretty even halftime. I mean, Blame Game's almost right there where he can start doing damage, but then he just barely loses to the reinforcements. And here comes more Banelings. Nice trade going off initial for White Tiger. He's trying to get the biggest trades, and he failed on that second one. A good split for Blame Game's actually not going to allow him to do it. And boom, the Banelings actually did get that good shot, but 2 are going to zone out a lot of Zerglings. great usage of the Banelings. He didn't get any kills, but he's zoned out. But the Baneling nest for White Tiger had fallen, and this is where the trouble begins. Roaches are on the way, that will help. But there are no Banelings anymore, which means he can't fight off these lings nearly as easily. He's going to start losing drones as well. 4 had already fallen. Wing's going to fall. Yeah, about half of the force is still in the moving in from the natural. And the first half is all practically dead. The lings have gotten what they can, and now these lings are in hold position to do what damage they can. This is nice. 18, 19, 20. Holy. This. Flame Game's just gotta fall back, thrown up, he's ahead. Why risk it? Yes, he could make about 12 Banelings, just throw them into the roaches and kill them, and then just kill his opponent. But that's a big risk. He doesn't know if the spine's going down, he doesn't know how many more roaches, he doesn't know if they're well spread out. He could try flipping in the main. Now, I would like to see that. And he is gonna try just that. Maybe he thinks he has enough Banelings to actually kill the roaches. And no, they're just going to go for the natural. The roaches are going to have to fall out. And he could actually get the natural if he got a nice surround on it. The roaches need to get on top of it to help it. But Flame Game feels he wasted a little too much time and is forced to fall back. Meanwhile, more roaches are being made for our orange zerg. He's getting his own layer now. +1 tax on the way as well, so he's going to have that advantage going for him. He's going to have a larger roach count as well. He's trying to find these links that we can start thinking about grabbing third. These roaches are surrounded. No, they could have been surrounded, but instead, the links are going to slip back into the main, and they're going to do some damage. There's no queen in the main, so these drones are in trouble. Instead, they're actually going to go for the natural and pick off a few drones. "15 roaches are out now for Flame Game. The roach count right now is 18-15 in favor of White Tiger. But his production isn't there. It's going to even out pretty quickly. The only thing he's going to have a big advantage on is the +1 tack. So on even or even slightly smaller numbers, White Tiger will come out on top. But in large numbers, Flame Game will just outright beat him. I mean, White Tiger's already down 20 supply. And right now, White Tiger's just hanging out outside his natural. He hasn't looked at establishing his own third yet. Meanwhile, with the third almost done for Flame Game, he's going to have that economic advantage, that even further production advantage. His own +1 attack's now starting. Again, that's the one advantage White Tiger's got. Does he even have the roach count anymore? It's barely. Actually, no, he does it. He's down by 2, but that's okay. Remember, he has that +1 attack, so it makes up for it. But he needs to come in with a good concave, and he will have roach speed done. He could pursue if he wants to. And Flame Game's going to realize that he's got to get out. I mean, Blame Game's still ahead by 30 supply. The third base is just now being grabbed by White Tiger, so he could try and maneuver to gain an advantage, but instead he's going to fall back. But you gotta keep in mind, right now, both players need to spend their minimum on roaches. Get rid of starting +1 carapace. That's 2 roaches minimal wise that you could have had. And hold on, there's a pause. So we're gonna wait to see what's going on for White Tiger. I accidentally alt-tabbed. I'm gonna come back in a moment. Oh, apparently, I'm looking at the Twitch chat as I'm coming back in, and apparently both tournaments, the Bronze, Silver, and our own, is at ZVZs right now. No, that's not me. That was just an accident by me. That's why I lagged. I had to come back in, but I'm not lagging. And this is the big battle right here. White Tiger has to hold his +1 attack as finished now for late game, so he's got basically even or all advantages. He just throws his roaches on top of White Tiger, and it's going to end in death for White Tiger. Essentially, his third being pressured, and a slight concave advantage to Blade Game. He's actually got cutting off the reinforcements as well for White Tiger, and then he's going to turn that into flanking. And there's the GG. I apologize, everyone, but I actually need to go. I'm going to try to set up Pastor with another co-caster, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and, well, I'll see you guys next time. Pastor, good luck, have fun. I need to go, sorry. Nah, I don't deserve the whoring myself out today. I'll just link in, no, I can't even link. I'll link later. Oh well, I'll see if I can get another caster for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.
I've been muted this whole time and you guys haven't told me. Wow. That's what you get when you come on the stream.
Just trying to hear your voice.
Okay, so you guys haven't heard a word I said. Blades had to leave. So it's just gonna be me already. But yeah, apparently all you were hearing was the witty banter of A-Day 96. That hurts. That really hurts. Alright. Well, just waiting on White Tiger to say ready.
How long were you muted?
Okay, so he says ready, so we're just gonna hop right into game number 3. I'm alone with you guys. You're alone with me. So let's have a bit of fun.
That sounds
Since all of this is going on, I am going to turn the sound down, turn myself up, just so everybody can hear. See ya, Nuclear Pro. If you're leaving, if you're saying that to A-Day, that's alright. But if you're sticking around, thank you for sticking around. Thank the rest of you guys for sticking around. But we're hopping into game number 3 on... Whoa! Okay, so this is a texture bug. Wow. That looks awful. That creep. Wow. Oh. Lol. Got texture bug. Creep looks terrible. But anyway, spawning down here in the bottom position, he's brought it back. It is MRG Blame Game. And up here in the terrible creep position, number 2, representing himself, it is our orange Zerg White Tiger. So let's get all this stuff set up. There we go. Put the production tab up. And neither player is going to cheese this game. I'm calling it right now. The point of cheese is to throw your opponent off guard in a series, but you don't do it more than once without repercussions, pretty much. Because cheese, especially in a ZVZ, is all in. Almost. We are going to see a hatch first out of both players, it looks like. Both players positioning for that. Got a couple overlords coming out for both sides. Just going to make sure they keep an eye on everything. Neither player looking to be aggressive right now. Still waiting on that. Still waiting on the spawning pool, excuse me, to go down. If you can't hear me, please let me know in the chat. Game sounds feel a little bit loud to me. I'm actually going to turn those down just a smidge. It's actually more the music than anything else. Let me just do all these while waiting for something to happen. There we go, accept that. But we do have the pools coming out. We have the extractors. So this is going to be more of a speed. I hope, actually I don't hope, I think we are going to see the same thing of what we've been seeing, the long Zergling wars that transition into the roaches. If that happens, I don't know which player is going to be ahead in that regard. All it depends on really is who gets the roaches first and who is more aggressive with them. As you saw in the last game, White Tiger did have a long lead with the roaches, but he didn't use them aggressively. If he would have used them aggressively, I feel he would have been a lot better. Oh my gosh, that creep. Just look at that. Blizzard, you have failed me. But, yeah, other than that, both players... Okay, so music is not there anymore. That's alright. Metabolic Boost is on the way. Where's my music, actually? I want music, guys. Just because it is fun to listen to. There we go. So White Tiger is down here. He's going to throw down his Baning Nest a lot quicker. Blame Game doing the same thing he's done in the previous 2 games, getting 4 lings, but actually White Tiger, he's going to be the aggressor this game. Once speed is complete, he is going to have the Zerg advantage. We'll have to see if this is the Baneling Nest for defense or offense, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter because he's going to be a little bit ahead in that regard. I don't know. We lost our resident Zerg expert, guys. So everything I say, baby, complete bupkis. But Blame Game going for the scout with these 4 lings. He's not going to see much. He does see the Baneling Nest, and we do have a fast layer coming out. Will he throw down the other two gases? That is the big question here. If he throws down the other two gases, we are going to see 2 base Mutalisk. We have a Bane Nest also on the way, but here comes the 2 extractors. It seems a little loud on my end again, but we won't let that stop us now. We are on the way to glory here. These Zerglings do skirt past the queens. Gonna go for a couple of drone picks. He's actually gonna go for the queen instead. He's gonna get the queen. He did get an inject off, so that will help him a bit in defending this. A lot of Zerglings here need to defend. 3 drones have gone down, so it is almost equal in the worker count. White Tiger on the back of this, just droning up with his roaches on the way, significantly faster. And we also have the 2 base Spire on the way, so you know what that means. If there are enough Mutalisks early on, and if there aren't enough roaches, then those Mutalisks are going to be able to do a lot of damage. These Zerglings trying to do a bit more damage, but they're not going to be able to do much. They could go for the rocks, but that is spotted by these Overlords. +1 about 10 seconds, not 10 seconds, but about 50 seconds from finishing in game time. And we do have a third as well. White Tiger trying to take that lead economically so that he stays ahead. This is spotted, and the thing about these rocks, as I zoom in, is that only 4 Zerglings can attack it at a time, and that rocks have 3 armor and 2,000 health. You can also get attacked from the high ground, and this Overlord is just hanging out as well. Good Overlord spread by White Tiger. He sees pretty much everything. To go around would mean to go through one anyway. We do have a creep tumor coming out, and he canceled the 3rd base. The mind games. I don't think Blame Game even knew about it in the first place, but he doesn't feel like he would be able to defend the 3rd, so he just cancels it and cuts his losses. On the back of this, we do have 10 Mutalisks coming out that are going to go straight across the map. We do have a spore here, so those Mutalisks not going to be able to do a lot. He hasn't seen the spire yet. It's not a spider, it's a spire. Trying to cancel that creep tumor. But the Mutalisk is going to go and pick off a bunch of these Overlords that are on the map. Or they're just going to go straight for the main. They're not going to get too much damage done just because of that Spore Crawler. But he can do a bit of damage to those roaches. He's going to start picking off these Overlords like I said. And that's going to supply block him a little bit. But he does have the Overlords in production to prevent that. Both players, well, White Tiger, just not choosing to be aggressive with his roaches. We do have 7 roaches on the way for Blame Game. He is starting to get that number up. And if he's allowed to get that number up, he will be able to do what he did last game. He is skirting around the edge of these Overlords, and he's going for an attack. There's nowhere near enough roaches here to prevent the attack. So if White Tiger gets there, he will be able to win this game, I feel. Plus the 3rd hatchery is on the way, and we do have 2 more overs. No, he does cancel 1. Yeah, he did. But we do have the 2nd Evo chamber out, so he could go for Carapace. But here we go. The attack, he's just overwhelming the number of roaches here. Even with the reinforcements, that is not enough. Excuse me. 2nd base does go down, and with it, I think White Tiger has done it. If he gets the Roach Warren, it's just GG, but he's going for the lair. If he gets that lair, then he's going to be, then Blame Game's going to be just too far behind. He's getting the pool as well. He's doing a lot of damage here. The roaches do eventually get cleaned up, but 2 bases are dead. Blame Game doesn't have the resources to remake them. He's mining off 31 on this one. He's long distance mining in his own natural. This just isn't looking good for Blame Game. All he can do is try and return the favor. But he doesn't have +1 yet. It will be done in time for this attack, but he just doesn't have enough roaches, I feel. It is 22 roaches for 18, but this is all he can do here. Try and do as much damage as possible before dying, possibly. There are a lot of queens here with a lot of energy for transfuses, but he's going to try and go for the back rocks. If he can... I'm sorry, I just don't see how Blame Game can really win this. Unless the concave is super terrible for White Tiger, if those Melis are able to do a lot of damage, then he may be able to win this, but there are enough queens, enough roaches here, and you can't make any... You can still make roaches on the other side of the map, but if Blame Game gets back into this game, he does have the worker advantage, but they're all mining off that one base long distance and such, so the income is actually almost in his favor. Excuse me, but the Mutalisks are on the prowl trying to get some damage done. There's spores, there's queens, there's nothing they can do. +2 attack is almost done as well. But here we go, White Tiger looking to close it out. It looks like going for that second hatchery, and the roaches need to come back to defend here. Once those rocks are cleared, well, let's see. Will Blame Game get the good concave that he needs? He's trying to go up, try and get a couple shots off, but Blame Game isn't just... But yeah, here goes the second hatchery is going to fall once again, and these +2 roaches are going to clean up the army of Blame Game. With that, I think this is almost game here. But because once that army goes down, there's not much that Blame Game can do. Mila's doing a lot of damage to these roaches, but he's going to go for the third. If he gets the third, that's really the only mining base. I lied, this one's still mining, but it's just now made. But Blame Game holding in there for dear life. 7 drones did go down in that attack as well. Blame Game holding on for dear life here. If he gets Hydralisk though, that is game over. If he gets oh, we also have a fourth going down, and the secondary base is coming back up. These Melis still trying to be annoying. There's not enough of them to go into the main base. Gonna attack the roaches and just try and prevent White Tiger from doing any more damage. He doesn't have a spawning pool, so he can't make queens. Well, does he have a spawning pool? No, he loses the Evo chamber as well because it's not on creep. That Spire is going to die as well. He does have a spawning pool. I lied on that part. But once the Spire goes down, he doesn't have the tech other than the roaches, so he's going to be stuck on roaches. He doesn't have a lair. He can't transition into Hydralisks. White Tiger just doing it well. And the Milis just flying into that Spore Crawler, not able to kill it. That Queen transfuses it pretty dang well. And the Milis just getting picked off. Those are his saving grace. When those go down, I don't think there's much else he can do. Because without those Milisks, these roaches are going to trade out against the other roaches without interference. He doesn't know about this fourth base, but at this point it doesn't really matter. Blame Game loses his entire army once again. The Mutalisks not in the numbers they need. The Spire did die. And Blame Game is not going to be able to hold this, I don't feel. 7 roaches on the production, but they're not all together. They're not here. Do have a lot of queens, but third goes down. That's one of his only mining bases. But yeah, White Tiger is going to move in here. He's going to take out the rest of the tech, and from there I think it's going to be GG. Blame Game holding out for as long as he could in this game. He almost came back in it a couple of times, but the drones are all dead. The roaches just trade out so efficiently with that +2. +1 carapace is complete as well, so they're not going to die as quickly to the Mutalisks. Roach 1 is going to die. And with that, Blame Game's options are just not there anymore. Trying to make 10 Zerglings and 2 more Roaches, but this base is going to fall. This is his remaining base. But the Roaches actually get cleaned up here from the reinforcements, but not before taking out the rest. See, he lost the lair. He lost 5 hatcheries this game. And on the back of this, the income from White Tiger is just too strong. Did he actually rebuild that Roach Warren? There's not that many places he could have rebuilt it, I feel. Hang on. No, he didn't remake it. He's stuck on what he has. That Baneling nest is going to die as well, so he can't even make Banelings. He's holding on for dear life. But I don't think... Well, I mean, this is his last game. This is game number 3. So he dies here and he's out, pretty much. Baneling nest does fall. Still making roaches, so it leads me to believe... Oh, he did rebuild that Roach Warren in a location where he can't rebuild that 3rd hatchery. So he can make roaches. I did not see that. On the back of this, he's still trying his best to come back. Mirla's doing a lot of damage. And on the back of this, also, White Tiger can transition at any time he likes. A really bad concave, though. Those Banelings doing a lot of damage. But it's still not enough in terms of army value. And Blame Game gets cleaned up once again for the last time. He's going to go directly for this 4th base. Has he seen it? No, but he must think it's there already. That's the last mining base. There's no mining here, no mining here. He can't mine from here either. And he's out of drones. So Blame Game does GG out of there. Great game, and White Tiger goes on to the finals. So I'm going to pull up the brackets and see, excuse me, where we're at. Okay, let's get the brackets up. I guess we're just waiting on the finals at this point. Yeah, White Tiger is going to go up against Eon in the finals. It's going to be another ZVZ for you guys. Other than that, I'm going to put some music on while we wait for the finals to get underway. So we'll see you guys in a second. Alright, no more music, no more. Alright guys, no more music, no more waiting. We are in the finals of the Diamond Master ESL Late Night Skill Cup. We're in the party right now. And we're going to get game number 1. It is a ZVZ. The first map is going to be Iron Fortress. So the map order goes as follows: Iron, Expedition, Van Eye, Echo, and if we get to that game 5, it is Coda. Or I lied. Oops. Okay, it's not going to be Iron Fortress first. It's going to be Coda first. I don't pay attention. Alright, so it's going to be Coda, our first map. We've seen this a lot in our ZVZs for the day. Let's get who's playing here. They all look the same. Alright. Race check and let me know when ready. Alright, so we're gonna get into this game as soon as both players are ready. Let's see here. So yeah, it is a ZVZ. You saw White Tiger. He has a very strong ZVZ attacking method. And Infinite Pro Eon, he's actually on the pro team for the Infinity servers. And he does some crazy stuff. So we are in for the best series so far tonight. It is our last series of the night, but it's going to be the best. Let's see what we got here. White Tiger is ready. Eon still needs a second, so we're just waiting on him. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. You can find me right here at twitch.tv/pastor2300. If you guys like what I'm doing, make sure you let me know through either a follow or the comment sections. If you guys missed this or missed a piece of it and you want to go back and review it, I'm going to put it under my highlights, and I'm also going to put it onto my YouTube page, youtube.com/passer. It's youtube.com/gamersteed, spelled the normal way. Excuse me. And other than that, you can find me right here. Let's see. Just waiting on Eon. Day was casting with him for half of it. Sorry, I just took. Just talking on Skype here with the other guys, but we're gonna hop. Just making sure Eon is ready. He said he needed a sec. It's been a couple more seconds than normal. Yeah, so Eon was having a bit of computer problems. He was using ice because his CPU was getting so hot. So we'll just let him take care of that. We don't want anyone's PC overheating. Okay. Sorry, had to throw away the ice. All players ready. So we're just gonna get. White Tiger says, "Dang, go go." Eon says, "Go go." So we are hopping into game number 1, Coda Ladder Edition. I am Passer. These are Eon and White Tiger. I'm also here with Scarecrow. If you see him typing in the chat, don't worry about it. He's gonna be typing here sometimes, probably yelling at the players if they do something wrong. But this is a ZVZ. And we're hopping right into game number 1. Gotta remember to breathe. When I don't have a co-caster, I forget to breathe. So he started up here, so spawning up in the top position, representing himself and his glory, it is White Tiger. And down here, he is almost pro, representing Infinity Pro. It is Eon. So this is a best of 5 series. Basically, what that means is you're able to take more risks as a player. In a best of 3 series, if you lose one game, you're out if you lose the second one. But in a best of 5, you still have a shot if you lose 2 games in a row, so there's no point in not doing some crazy stuff. Kinda like this guy. If you guys don't know Eon, he has a build. If you see it in the lower leagues, you curse it so badly, but is he gonna... This is actually a... Excuse me. He probably won't do it game 1, but he did reveal the drone. Excuse me again. Just going to be a little bit annoying here with that drone. It's going to take 1 mineral patch, and does he decide to hide it? Here we go. He is moving down here. He's going to block the hatchery for a bit. Will he decide to throw down his signature hatchery proxy hatch? We'll have to see. It's not like, this looks like he's not going to be able to. He is prepared to take one on the other side of the map. White Tiger shooing him away, and will get his own hatchery. So it is a hatch first out of both players. Where'd that drone go? Think about the drone. Oh, okay. So it is just going to stick around for some scouting purposes. It's not going to do his. It's not going to do anything crazy. But White Tiger does get his spawning pool out first. Spawning pool is not been started for Eon yet. He's about to start it now that he has the minerals. So that is going to be a little bit delayed. Not too much though. This drone, what is it doing? It's just kind of hanging out there trying to be a nuisance. And it's not really doing a good job of it. If it's a nuisance drone, then it's just kind of just sitting there actually. But yeah, he's going to go home. He's got a mouthful of minerals. He is a conquering hero. Is it a he? Let's not think about that. We don't know the swarm biosignatures. But we do have Eon going for that gas, going for that spawning pool. We have White Tiger on the other side going for that gas, going for that spawning pool. So pretty standard builds out of both players. Both getting their queens. That's Overlord going in pretty deep, trying to get as much scouting information as possible. 2 drones coming out, 2 Zerglings coming out for what do you call them? Eon. Speed is going to be like 2 seconds quicker. That's not that big of a deal, but he's not getting any Zerglings out either. So when you make 2 Zerglings, you are using them for scouting purposes. You're not going to kill anything. You're not going to get any damage done, especially not at the master level, unless there is a huge misstep. We do have a Baneling Nest also on the way. That could be for defense rather than offense. We saw he did like to get those defensive Banelings. And 1 Zergling does go down, but he does get the full scout off, sees the speed. He'll try and kill one of the drones. He's not going to get it. That drone just getting a bit nibbled on. but the baneling nest is going to be a huge factor here. It was scouted by that Zergling, so that is a good tell of what's going to happen. We have the swarm of lings too, so I mean, Eon's just trying to be aggressive with this. Put the aggression onto White Tiger's side of the map. That's something you do as a Zerg player against another Zerg player. You try and keep them contained. Get their Zerglings, make sure they're not spending their larva on drones. But these banelings, that would have been so bad for Eon if that would have killed him. But we do have more Zerglings across the map. No baneling nest, so he can't do anything with banelings. Banelings back here, keeping back. And behind this, he's just going to drone up. All he wants to do with this really is keep White Tiger from doing any damage on the other side of the map. Takes a pretty bad engagement here, it feels like, but then Eon is going to back off for now. He's not going for a third base either. The baneling nest is just now halfway complete. He's using these Zerglings to try and get the banelings, but White Tiger smartly keeping them back. A little bit more of an engagement here, but Eon is just going to retreat for now. Wait for that baneling nest, but he is focusing heavily on Zerglings. A couple more drones, and the drone count is actually even here. One drone leaving to become a Roach Warren, as well as +1. So White Tiger taking a little bit of a lead, I feel, in that regard. Whoever gets the roaches out first has a big advantage, but four banelings are morphing. That is enough to take out part of this wall if these banelings don't catch them first. Behind this, he is throwing down his own Roach Warren, Eon, that is, while putting on the aggression, and he's going to go for it. 3 for 4. That is a pretty good shade, but he goes up here. Almost loses all of his Zerglings. That was a really good pick-off. Oh, not a pick-off, but a really good pullback from Eon just at the last second. 7 roaches on the way as well from White Tiger. No lair, so he can't start Gilile Reconstitution, aka Roach Speed. But he is going to start moving out on the map a bit. I'm just going to Scarecrow that right there, but back to this, Eon does retreat for now. He's going to throw down his own evolution chamber and throw down another creep tumor. Behind this, yeah, but they aren't commenting, so it may just be us. Okay, that's good. And White Tiger does have the lead in drones for a couple seconds there, as I say that. Lair for both players, it's going to be a little bit faster for Eon. That's not the third base. Is this actually going to get scouted is the question there. The thing about, like I was talking about with Blades earlier, you can't really hide a base like this as a Zerg just because your units are misrallied a bit. But as I say that, this is actually a closer location, so he can reinforce a lot more quickly. Behind this, we do have White Tiger just kind of making sure his base is not stopped. He's got his Zerglings scouting around for pretty much anything he can find. We do have +1 on the way. It's almost done for White Tiger. It's halfway done for Eon. Gilile Reconstitution. It's not finished for either player, but it's going to be a lot quicker for Eon. The third base is going to get spotted by Eon, and he actually saw this. So that is a big pickup for him, because that finished. This is him trying to do things, but the roaches do kill it off. He needs to cancel the queen. He loses the minerals for it. But so that third is cancelled off, so he just throws it in the same position that you usually throw a third down. These Zerglings now pretty much useless without the roach support. +1 is finished for White Tigers, and going up the ramp will be almost suicide for Eon. Great concave out of White Tiger. And will Eon decide to fight this? There's not that many. Oh, and the Baneling can help out a lot here for Tiger. He's gonna push this back. He can't follow it because his roach speed isn't done yet. But he is up almost double the unit supply of Eon in army supply, as you can see. Overseer just gonna come in here, see what there is to see. Not much. It's still roach tech out of both players. Has either side decided to transition out of that? No, it is pretty much even on the buildings tab, as you can see. You know, just now getting that third base up, while the third of White Tiger is up and running. This Overseer has seen some things, and he didn't want to see him. But he did get a couple of changes out. They're going to follow that Queen. Eon not noticing that just yet, so that is going to give White Tiger a good view of the base. But Infestation Pit coming down. Is Eon trolling? A good concave out of Eon is going to prevent White Tiger from really doing any damage here. But White Tiger may just have enough here. He focuses down the roaches on one side, but he has to get out of there. It's 28 to 25. He does have the roach advantage, but that concave was just way too good. But on top of this, we do have a hive on the way, so that is going to allow him to get those +3 upgrades a lot quicker, excuse me. But Eon is also just stuck on roach check. He doesn't have a Hydra Den, and White Tiger is making his own. He's got his Infestation Pit to go up the hive as well. He did see the hive morphing, so that is going to probably not prompt an attack, but just give him a good view. Excuse me. I'm trying to describe this, but I can't. Yeah, that Overseer, that Overlord does get taken out. He does spot the Hydralisk. So, on the other side of the map, Eon does throw down his own Hydralisk Den to counter that. Groove Spine's almost complete, and they're going to pick off a couple of these Overlords. While it's not going to supply block him, it is going to get rid of all the vision that Eon had. As you can see, he still has good Overlord spread near his bases, but he doesn't have a view of White Tiger anymore. +3 on the way, so those roaches are going to be overcharged. Still not noticed that there are roaches up here. And a fourth base coming up. He sees the creep. That is what he needed to see. He knows there's a base up there. And he's just going to go kill it. These 3 roaches are going to fight to the last man, but they're not going to do anything. He keeps trying to make drones up here. It's not going to work. It's too close to your opponent to really be a good hidden base. White Tiger is almost maxed. He is 10 supply away from maxing. Eon is not. 105 to 126 in the army supply. And it's just Roach Hydra from here on out, guys. Got centrifugal hooks on the way. He made and 20 Zerglings, so he's going to throw in some Banelings. Banelings really good against Hydralisks. Not as good against Roaches, but they still do a lot of damage. Excuse me. But White Tiger is maxed. Will he go for the attack? He's getting +1 Carapace. Eon is almost on +2 Carapace. So he has the upgrade advantage. He does have the army advantage now as well. Both players are maxed. Which side will attack first? Excuse me. Kills off what's guarding that watchtower. This Overlord's gonna die. Great spread out of Eon's unit, so he's gonna be able to take this engagement really well.
bringing some units off to the side here so he can get almost a full surround. But here come the Banelings. And good pullback from Eon. He has a good engagement, but not all his units are attacking. He has to pull into that, and it's only Hydras left pretty much. 10 Roaches, 13 Hydras. He's going to get taken out here. And White Tiger is going to take this first game very convincingly. He's going to get +3. Is he going to get +3? Yes, that is a huge pickup. Eon may be able to take this fight with the reinforcements. So I lied. White Tiger has not taken the game just yet. Hydras do a lot of DPS against these Roaches right now, but they're all going to get picked up. On the back of this, White Tiger still has a lot of units across the map. It's 70 to 111. And the injects have not gone down for a couple seconds on that main base. No hot injects there. The fourth is up, but it is not running as well as the fourth of White Tiger. Just barely, but the income is still pretty standard here. Excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, White Tiger still going with these Banelings, still going with this Roach Hydra composition. Maybe a couple Infestors to catch the Hydralisks out of position, but I don't know. So far, the units kill tab pretty equal. No workers have died for either player, except White Tiger did kill 2. So you want to be a drone in these guys' army. That's how you want to go.
Catches that creep tumor. Creating a concave up here, hoping that Eon tries to move out. Army supplies are in favor of White Tiger by a smaller margin than expected, but here comes the Banelings for round 2. Gonna move up the ramp. Tiger's, he actually gets surrounded by Eon. A good concave. Is there enough DPS in this army? The supply of both players is falling rapidly here. And now it's just Hydra on Hydra. And White Tiger actually takes this fight once again. Gonna cancel +3. Gonna cancel the armor. And there's not much reinforcement. You have 13 and 4 in the Hydralist, but White Tiger is just moving across the map with all of his forces. The DPS is just too strong. He's gonna take out the reinforcements. And he's going to take out that second base, and with it, he's going to take this game. Got 12 more Roaches popping, but they're not going to be enough to save him now. So White Tiger takes game number 1 in a convincing fashion. GG. And he is up 1 game. So that was a pretty long macro game out of both players. Eon, you saw, try to get that hidden base up and running, just wasn't able to. The positioning on those overlords was good. Yeah, Pluto, what is up, man? I haven't seen you around in a while. Better bring the hype, because you are the hype train itself. And from the bronze and silver skill cups, Sigma is your winner for that tournament. I don't have the results for the gold and platinum, but we're going to get this second map out of the way. I actually have to do the work, so these guys better appreciate it. Yeah, I hope they don't rush the VOD after that. But yeah, we're going to hop straight into game number 2. I don't think either player is going to require a break. Well, I will, if they will tell me if they do. But all players ready? And Eon says ready. So we're going to hop right into this game. on Iron Fortress. I'm going to predict that a Zerg is going to win this map just because you have that in the middle. Iron Fortress, as you know, is one of those maps favored by Zerg players for cross spawn. And will we get those spawns? Yes, we do. So, spawning down here in the bottom left position, he is representing himself and no one else. It's White Tiger. And over here in the other position, representing Infinity Pro, he's only down one game, not the series yet. It is Eon. Let's put this stuff up. Tiger +1. And honestly, I don't think a 4-player map is really the map to choose. Eon going for a cross map scout before anything else. He's just working on that drone spread. That was the wrong button. Actually, he is going for that other spawn up here. That is really weird about this map. If you guys haven't noticed, a lot of times your SCVs and stuff, SCVs, drones, and probes, when they're scouting, they take this weird V-shaped pattern that almost looks like a Steam game. In a couple of seconds here, it's going to start looking like a face. Like a lopsided face for some reason. Don't worry about that. But this drone is actually just hanging out here. Will this be the proxy unit that Eon is known for in these tournaments? Looks like it, maybe. That could actually really trick this Overlord, maybe, if he... Nah, that won't really trick the Overlord. But here we go. We got the hatch done. No, if that Overlord doesn't get there in time, which it will, I'm just saying, like, trying to picture this. If you saw there were no drones, that obviously would mean that there isn't. I mean, he knows it's not pro. Alright, let's just get off this tangent and get back on the game before I hurt myself, huh? But he's actually going to go for a 3 hatch before pool. That is a really risky in a ZVZ, but neither player knows it. This Overlord's going to see it. That was Scarecrow with the blink. But if Eon gets away, with this hatchery, like he gets enough units to defend it up there, then he's going to be really far ahead economically. Just type that, let a Scarecrow know what kind of hype we're shooting here. In the back of this, we have an Evo chamber. White Tiger now knows that he has a bit of immunity from early aggression. He sees the hidden base. He doesn't know about this second hatch, but he can assume, because this guy hasn't been there either. Okay, so that actually just finished as the Overlord saw it, but he knows it's not the main base. He knows where Eon is, what Eon is going to do, maybe. But he's just got a scout to confirm all of that. Also, thank you for the host, Pluto. I forgot to say that. I'm starting to shout a little bit for some reason. But we got the Overlords about to pass each other. They're like, hey, what's up? No, not much. I'm just going to work. It's like, oh, same. You going from that other place? It's like, I can't tell you that. It's classified. We're like spies. A really big, bulky spies that can't really be very stealthy. But these 2 lings are going to get picked off by these 4 that are going up to cancel that. But we do have 4 lings up here, so he's going to be able to defend this base pretty well. This 1 ling trying to chase them down, get a tail on them, let them know where they're going. He's going to retreat. Excuse me. But he's going to see that the drones are up here. He's not going to be able to get one. 1 ling has died for Eon, and those 4 have died on the other side. But White Tiger does not want that to keep that up. He's going for a very aggressive Banelings and Zergling attacks. trying to get rid of that base. The thing is, if he kills all those drones, Eon has invested a lot into that base. But no, he's actually going for the top positions, trying to get the natural instead. This base is a bit harder to defend. That's why I think he could have gone for that. It's also well saturated, so you get a couple good baneling hits. But this is a big attack. This is a big investment. It is not. It is spotted. He sees this. But how will he react? He's got 22 lings on the way. That is a good reaction, but it's all going to come down to micro. And White Tiger not waiting for him to bring his units up. He's attacking before he can. And the big baneling hits. They're killing off drones. They're killing off everything. Eon is not in a good spot here. He still has this base, which is going to help him, but the rally points, those lings can't get there quickly. So the natural falls, more drones have gone down. It is 11 dead so far, and the Zerglings, I think, have won this game. You have these guys trying to get across the map, trying to save their units, but there's just nothing Eon can do from here. GG, and White Tiger takes a convincing 2-0 over Eon. And so we're going to go into game number 3.
So White Tiger just pretty much doing everything right at this point. Just he's noticing the differences. He's noticing where the weaknesses in Eon's build are, and he's just exploiting him. That's not to say Eon is out. He says, I went full YOLO that game. And yes, you did. Is he going to go full YOLO in the next game on Expedition Lost? This is the cheese map of the map pool. Unfortunate you saw the hidden hatch. So these guys just talking it up in the party chat. Making sure. Pluto equals unlimited hype, you dang straight. So yeah, KingofBlades had to go because his cousins have been sitting there for 2 hours waiting on him. They don't count, according to him, they don't count as family because they haven't given him money.
But we're in the lobby for game number 3. Good luck, have fun, and yes, go. So here we go. And here, this is the potential last game of this series, the last game of this tournament. Who cares? We're gonna make it the best game ever. If it is not, then it is gonna be start of something great, of a great comeback, I feel. So spawning up here before I do anything else stupid, up here in the top left top position, representing himself and no one but, he's up 2 series, it is White Tiger. And down here in the bottom, representing Infinity Pro from Infinity in A, it is our purple Zerg, Eon. So let's just get this out of the way. Eon does not get any. Eon is having some fun, and that's why you guys come out here. That is why these players play. It's for fun. At this level, there is no prize. It's just for bragging rights. And Eon says, "Oh, I'll play seriously now." A little bit of trash talk out of him. He knows how to get in his opponent's head. But no cheese, so that is not what the serious means.
That is not what serious means here in this situation. It's just both players just going to drone up. I wish he would do 3 hatch before pool again, but he's just going to go for 2 hatch before pool, 1 hatch, then a pool. This is not the map to do 3 hatch before pool. Usually you only do that on 4-player maps. And so White Tiger is going to copy him in this regard. Other than that, we're just gonna kind of wait until the game gets underway. If you guys are still in chat, thank you for coming out. I'll make sure you feel the hype, you bring the hype. You got Pluto in chat, he's a hyper himself. He's king of the hype. So make sure you talk to him, make sure you keep that chat alive. And other than that, we've got this game gonna be good. Will White Tiger decide to go defensive banelings this game is the question. We've seen him do a lot of that today, but Eon, I still don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know what his play serious is. He does practice a lot, I feel. Yeah, he does practice a lot. He is almost a pro gamer. Yeah, he is a pro gamer. He's on a pro team. Infinity Pro is the pro team. So he knows what he's doing here. And we have a queen. We have another queen. 2 queens up here. I don't know much about Zerg to talk too much in the early game. Blades would kill me if I said the wrong thing in that on them. But the Overlord moving out. Good spread out of White Tiger. He's going to see any kind of early aggression. These 2 lings could be for early aggression, but the thing about Zerglings is they're too weak in small numbers to do early aggression. Fast Baneling Nest after this, so it looks like Eon wants to put the pressure on. As a Zerg player versus another Zerg player, you want to bring the engagements to the other side of the map. Going for a scout, 1 Zergling does die. This one will not be able to see too much. Actually, what did he see? So absolutely nothing that he hadn't seen before, but on the back of this, fast Roach Warren skipping the Baneling Nest out of White Tiger. So if he gets that up quickly enough, he will be able to deflect any kind of aggression that Eon wants to go for. Eon is going to throw down a Roach Warren at his own time, meaning both players just want to go aggressive straight into the Roach Wars. Excuse me, let me think for a second here before I talk. Okay, so we have an Evo chamber right here, so you can go for +1 a lot quicker. Metabolic boost is complete, and +1 attack is on the way. He's also going for a fast layer, so he's going to be able to get that roach speed quicker than Eon is able to. But 8 roaches on the way. Eon just going for that more aggressive, while the drone count is steadily rising for White Tiger. He's going for the economic build that he thinks will win him this game. These two spot the roaches. That is a big tell this early. He knows they're early roaches. But will they go across the map is the question. Do have a big swarm of Zerglings. Those are going to turn into Banelings and also counter the roach, and also surround the roaches so they can't escape. So this attack, it could be quite scary. Spine crawlers going down. This has been spotted for a while now, but will the reaction be enough? He sees the Banelings morphing in. He sees the roaches coming across the map. The Zerglings coming around. So will this be a good hold out of Tiger? Trying to throw down another beast to block off the wall. The wall is complete. And will these Banelings be able to do enough to get in? And they're going to go for the drones. They don't get in. Eon taking a good engagement so far. Supply is dwindling for both players. It is 7 and 7 in the roach count right now. 2 drones have died. But both players are pretty even in the engagement, so Eon has to back off for the defensive advantage. But no, he's going to keep going for it. This is not an all-in just yet. He's going for his third behind this, but it does put Tiger a little bit behind, I feel. The third is not even started for him yet, and Eon is able to just keep putting on the pressure. My ears popped. Hang on. Okay, I can hear myself again. Not a good thing, I know, but we have the Zerglings still across the map. He's just droning up behind this. He knows he didn't want to get too far behind by blowing his advantage that he gained in that small engagement. He did force extra units out of White Tiger, and that's why he took a bit of a lead. But Tiger is ahead in drones now, and both players just macroing up. We do have the lair finally coming down for Eon, so he can get Roach Speed, Hydra Den, Infestation Pit, whatever his heart desires after that is complete. Excuse me, but Tiger is up double the army supply. Both players just trading out the lead in workers and arm. So we're gonna have to see where this game goes from here. Both players now have their third base. Eon's is the only one up and running, but that can be easily arranged for White Tiger to saturate it. It's not much out of Eon able to deny that, but Tiger's Roach Speed is complete. +2 attack is on the way to the +0 of Eon. We do have quicker carapace and quicker carapace. That's going to help out versus the attack upgrades, but he does need to focus on those missile attack upgrades as well. Small run by here, going for the third base. There are no... Yeah, he does have a Baneling Nest, right? Yeah, no, he's not the one with the Baneling Nest, so he can't morph Banelings, waddle in here and get all these drones. He's going to have to micro a little bit to get them, but he's going to go for the Queen, and that is a good pickup so far. He's going to start getting these drones. He's going to go one down, and these drones trying to micro for their lives. Gets 3, but this is going to get cleaned up. So four drones did go down in that attack. White Tiger taking some alright trades so far, and that kind of run by was something he needed to do, because he is a little bit far behind in terms of worker supply. White Tiger 110 to 81 on the army supply. He's going for a bit of an attack. This is spotted by Eon, so will he have the concave necessary to counter this? He's coming in from 2 sides, and he's actually blocking off the escape of White Tiger. Morphing in an Overseer just in case there's burrowed roaches, but White Tiger still taking pretty good trades here. Yeah, I'm having the ball back on one side. The other side is getting forced back as well. It's 43 roaches to the 18 of Eon. And this base, he just needs to go away from this base. He can't defend it with what he has. He needs to make more roaches, and he's trying to catch the reinforcements, but there's just so many. +2 is not complete anywhere near, so these guys are heavily upgraded advantage. The third does die. He's throwing the drones over here. Probably going to try and hide a hatch so he can get back to mining with them. But here we go. He's moving up into the natural. He's taking out the roaches of Eon. Is this it? Can Eon hold on? Too much fun hurts sometimes. GG. And White Tiger takes a convincing 3-0. And he takes this series. He takes this tournament. Congratulations to White Tiger. And other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. You can find me here at twitch.tv/pastor2300, or you can find me at YouTube. I put up my previous tournaments up there. Let's see what else I got for you. It's youtube.com/gamersteed. The guy who was with me before, his name is KingofBlades. You can find him at Twitter. His tag is at tearing it up. He is also found at aday96 here on Twitch.
And other than that, you can also find me on Twitter at twitter.com/ PastorGaming2. If you guys have replays you want cast, send them in to pastorgaming@outlook.com. Other than that, I have been Pastor, as I've said a bunch of times. And I will see you guys for the next